Hello everyone, it is me again, for the second time today. And, well, we're going to see if people want to play some more. If not, we're going to play some pools. Alright, here we go. So I played a little bit of it today, just to get the feel of it. I mean, by today I meant like yesterday. I don't know why I said today. But anyways, I did a little precursory look. I always vet out the stuff nowadays, just to make sure that it is indeed worthy of stream. And I think this is a pretty good vibe. I think people have become aware of it as a result of Oni plays and all that. But it's a liminal game for liminal people. I don't know what that means. Don't quote me on that. I do have an idea for the rest of this stream. I was in the middle of trying to set up a little podcast thing going on in the background to get the double spooky. Actually, we'll do that. It's a little wonky on pools, yeah. What up, Mystic? I'm gonna put on some of the Broken Lords podcast while we play. Oh, it does let me go over. Cool. I love it when a game lets me swap between screens fairly easily. Screens very easily. Happy Halloween, by the way. But yeah, I was playing this game a couple days ago. Happy Ween, yes. May you enjoy your biggest of weens. Eat some chocolate, take care of yourselves, enjoy some good horror movies if you have the stomach for it. All that jazz. I think I have to change the tape in 20 minutes, but...
Alright. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Broken Lords podcast.
Oh, God.
I am your referee for today, and I say referee because we are playing Traveler, a sci-fi space exploration system that's brand new to all of us. We're going to be playing the forthcoming module titled...
How was your
Deep
ween
Night
tonight, by the
Revelation.
way?
Hopefully it's going to
Are
be
you having a
pretty
good
exciting,
ween?
and probably people are going to die, so it's going to be cool. Fair warning, like our usual MO, this is a horror story, which is kind of unusual for Traveler, and it's going to get gross and weird. So let's jump right into it.
Nice.
Can we introduce our players and their characters? Steve, you want to start for us?
Hello, it is I, not playing the DM for tonight. I am playing...
God, I sound so
Corporal
young.
Octavio Guerrero, a grizzled veteran, part of ST6 before
Well,
he opted out.
you can
of
spend
the
that evening with
military.
me.
A hardened Marine designed to be under the lines of enemy territory. A scout, a reconnaissance man, and a explosions expert of all things.
I mean, you can hang out with me
You know,
virtually, because I
sometimes
can't
you
drive all the
gotta
way over there
get
and
inside
back
a
on a
building
work
and
night.
blow it up. So, in any case, I am currently on a voyage, taking a per diem job, helping these knuckleheads, I guess.
Is something breathing?
Um,
Skip work.
Lid, why don't you go next?
Ian Rockfold, former 3rd Officer Merchant Marine. I originally aspired to be a naval officer, but decided after that didn't pan out to strike out into the world as a Merchant Marine.
I would,
despite
but
some
we have the all hands
less
meeting
than
tomorrow.
desirable
So, alas.
interpersonal interactions, including some legal trouble and a failed romantic relationship. I came out the other side of
Uzumaki-da.
those experiences much more comfortable inside of a starship and making my way around the galaxy, the universe, and so on. It's been 12 years since I started this weird and interesting journey to figure out what I want to do when I grow up. But now I find myself in the position of no
Is that a
longer
rubber
being
duck?
under a corporate structure, and I'm looking at ways to
That's
be
funny.
an independent contractor altogether, and that's how I ended up on the 4A4.
Snidely, what do you got for us?
Hello, I'm
That's a
Bradley.
big duck.
Look, I see you. Former
Fox,
minister.
it's-
Back there for you. What the hell was he
What with
saying?
the lisp?
What?
Look, he's a rich
I
snob.
love Snidely. He's a
Giving him the rich guy accent.
he's a fun guy.
Well, for the intro only.
Okay.
Former administrator for a global corporation on the planet of Iterati. Got a little bored in retirement. Jumped onto this as the astronavigator, along with my former
Nothing over there.
teachers that I'd bumped into over my years.
Stairs over here. Stairs over here.
Youth.
All of our characters know each other, and they've crossed paths in their youth before they made their way as sort of like an ad hoc crew for the Rift Hauler 4A4. And for a brief bit of background on the ship and its mission,
One hand
the
play
Rift
while I
Hauler
sip.
is a large transport vessel, deep space vessel.
Ooh, a ladder.
Capable of making long jumps through space and covering a lot of territory.
Wait, where did the
with
ladder
these
go?
jumps. Carries a lot of fuel, and it's got a good amount of cargo.
Yes.
And
Yes. This is
there are several of these
Deep
Rift
Night
Haulers in
Legacy.
operation. Our crew is currently manning designation 4A4. They are
felt like
not
having a Pepsi throwback tonight.
entirely the normal crew.
If you catch
Some
my
of the
drift.
normal crew was on leave when
That's
this
a big
ship
hole.
began its mission, and that's where our three erstwhile heroes came into play. It's important to note that the 4A4 is originally destined for a naval base on a maintenance and
What was
refueling
that?
stop before traveling on yonder to a further destination where many of our travelers expected to get off.
No running.
But the corporation that owns the ship had different plans. As it turns out, another one of their assets, Rift Hauler 5A7, is unaccounted for. And the corporation known as GRT commanded the captain of the 4A4, one Oberon Crust, to divert his journey, confusingly, to a seemingly empty point in space to search for the missing 5A7. Further information was granted to the captain upon his
Water's fine,
conclusion
by the
that
way.
they're literally going nowhere, that this empty, undesignated point in space does
This is
in
the true
fact
nightmare mix.
contain
You see?
a planet orbiting
I have a
a
strong
dwarf
constitution
star.
for fear.
The planet, colloquially known
Gestures
as
wildly at my
Alpha,
background summary.
is basically kind of like a rock. It's got mossy plant life, and it's got insects that feed on it. But it's a very low energy planet because a brown dwarf star doesn't output very much. It's kind of a miserable place, and we're
Ooh.
all about to explore it together. We're gonna start our journey off with the ship coming out of jump, and our crew
Oh, this is before I put music in.
is preparing to land on this planet in search of the 5A7, wondering perhaps why it might have been here in the first place.
Wondering why we're not initiating hailing protocols before we get out of atmosphere.
Actually, the captain.
What the hell
did
is this?
Order hailing protocols.
Hold on, let me
Are
just-
you going to be
What is a trick or
acting
treat
on the comms
challenge?
for this portion of the
Oh,
journey?
I gotta put trick or treat
Or
in
are
my
you
tag.
doing your engineer
How do I do that?
duties?
What does he need? He's the captain.
He's fully capable of operating the comms himself, unless you would like to make the attempt.
Just a moment. I
Is
gotta.
the ship gonna explode if I try to do this?
No. You for this
Okay.
variety of check,
Then-
there wouldn't even be a dice roll. Like you're literally just doing
There we
a
go.
hailing protocol. You've been told by the captain, who's currently going through his.
I don't know why
dossier
it
and
always
information,
flips off
that
my screen when
you
it does that.
are actually hailing a naval base.
A liminal
that, surprisingly
slide
enough, he was
into-
unaware of. Candling Station.
Jello?
It's called
Kindling like firewood?
candling, like candling.
Klein holds a note in the back of her head.
The ing of
How long?
candles.
Captain Crust has actually been retired from the Navy. But that sarcasm and snarkiness aside, yeah, I will open channels and
Is this a map?
begin the process to request landing privilege.
All right, so you
It
hail
doesn't
the
tell me where
planet,
I am though.
and there is silence answering.
Mm-hmm.
With the help of some maps available, our temporary astrogator,
Funny you mentioned maps,
Nobly
Corey.
Vox, is able to direct
What
you
the
all
hell?
to the correct
Where am I in
station
relation to
on the
all this,
planet,
though?
the correct point on the planet where this base is supposed to be. And as the rift hauler enters atmosphere, you can actually see through the glass in the cockpit that there's the base. It is lit
I
up,
presume?
and there is a ship on the landing strip, and at this distance it's hard to tell, but it does look like another rift.
I think I'm in the
Interesting.
center?
Now, for our good Corporal Octavio
If I'm in the
Guerrero,
center,
he's been
and these are the
diligently,
stairs
like
this
a
is
good
alluding
military
to.
man, reading about this
If I go
planet and
around the
that planet.
corner here,
PKB-1 Alpha, or just Alpha
Okay.
for short,
For those
is
in the
a
know.
small world. As I said, it orbits a brown dwarf, and
Okay.
it has a very primitive ecosphere. As I said, moss is an insect. The thing that caught Corporal Guerrero's eyes, however, is that the
let's see.
atmosphere,
Tunnel.
atmosphere here is rather thin.
Go
It is
up,
breathable.
and then
It is
just keep
usually
going
cold.
up, and
The
then
atmosphere is
take a
actually
right
so
at the end of
thin
this
that it's
presumptive
only
hallway.
comfortably breathable at very low elevations.
So it's like being on top of a very tall mountain.
Exactly. And if you actually climb a mountain or even a
Maybe
tall
not.
hill on this planet, things are going to get very uncomfortable very fast.
Right.
Oh.
I'll make a note of that.
That's
Ooh, this
why
is
the base
pretty.
Is located at a relatively low elevation, and
It's kinda
you would
gorgeous.
Imagine,
Look at
craters
the
and things like that on the planet would be
What are
the
these
most
called?
comfortable places to have.
Corinthian
Okay,
arches?
I want to apply either my electronics knowledge, my protocol
Okay.
knowledge, or a mix thereof to try and boost our signal. See if I can get like a priority bump from how I imagine a lot of button clicks and presses are going.
This was
into
such a
this.
pain in the
See if there's
ass
some
to
kind of
record.
interference stopping you. Okay.
Yeah, anything like that.
We
'cause
were in the
this is
middle
weird.
of
All right.
trying to
this will
understand how
be an
Traveler
average
works while at the same
difficulty
time
check for your
playing this game.
communication skill.
Caller 4A4 to base candling, please respond. A little annoyed.
You basically like quiet down any like noise interference that the ship.
Shoutouts
could
to
be
Corey, though.
generating,
He did a lot of
and
work to
divert
make
a
this
little more
work.
Power to the comms and boost the signal strength.
He's a 10
You
out
are
of 10
fairly
DM.
certain that if there was anyone manning the comms down on that planet or in that ship,
I've
they
been
would know
here
that someone
before.
was trying to hail.
I'm gonna shoot a look at the corporal at this point.
I can sit down,
Smell
that's
something,
awesome.
Guerrero? I'm getting that weird feeling in my stomach.
Octavio Guerrero kind of looks like, imagine Rasputin, but of a South American descent. His piercing, dull eyes, dulled by years of combat, just stare back
Corey's
at
the
her
best.
wistfully.
If he hears this VOD, I
think
want him to
there's
know how much I
something going on
appreciate
over
him.
there.
And
The lack
also,
of activity is
congratulations, because him and Lid are
disturbing,
having a
don't you
child.
think?
Downright rude! I slam a little fist onto the console.
I don't think anyone heard that, which is my point.
Nope!
The ship comes in closer to the landing field, and you are able to tell at this distance that yes, that is definitely another.
Oh, we're back
Rift
here.
That is on the ground, and you would have
Huh.
to imagine, since it's the missing asset, that it's the
Well,
5A7.
What the heck are they doing in the middle of nowhere?
The base, as I said, is very well lit, and there's an interesting effect, notable to anyone who had been involved in the military. The base layout is not really designed to protect.
Interesting.
All of the lights.
Okay,
are
so I
set up,
came
the
in
spotlights, the light posts,
from-
they're all set up to point light.
we'll say the
inward,
south.
which creates this almost effect of a lighted dome, and you
So-
would understand, especially like the corporal who has done.
Is this just
ground
the
ops
first
in
floor, or is this
past, that
both
this
floors
creates the
simultaneously?
effect of if you were on the inside,
Is this even related to
you
what
wouldn't
we're...
be able to see on the outside.
Is this even a map?
From what you understand,
I feel like this is a
reading
map.
the
Why would they
information
put
you've
this
been
in
given on
otherwise,
the
right?
planet, this is likely because they weren't expecting any company, and rightly so. The nearest habitated system is 6 parsecs away.
So what is even here?
Malaria?
Ugh.
Yeah, like very low to the ground plant life and bugs. Bugs that eat said plant life. The XO, Danica, speaks up. As the captain is sort of moodily standing with a data tablet in one hand, staring out the viewport, the starship, just looking down at this base and not saying anything. Should we begin landing protocols, Captain? Yes. Take her in. Put her down right next to that 5A7. Would our intrepid pilot like to attempt
This is the
to
most
comfortably
useless
land the ship?
pool.
Yeah, he mutters something in Spanish and begins his attempt at piloting down.
All right, this is a routine check, 6+.
Octavio continues to mutter stuff in Spanish. Most of it seems like innocuous versions of various prayers. And with a 12, I suppose we do this flawlessly.
Yep, you're able to touch down gently. No skiving, no hard impact. The captain, who is still like absent-mindedly staring out the viewport, it just kind of like passively
Oh.
grunts in approval. After touchdown is complete,
Can't go out
he
this way.
calls the remainder of the crew to the bridge to discuss matters with you all. The rest of the crew, in this case, are the 2 engineers that were not present for us.
This was
A
our
young
first time
woman
playing
named
this game,
Yala,
actually.
and an older gentleman,
Like, ever.
gritty
Aside from
and
one
experienced,
test game.
Casey by the crew. And once everyone is gathered around, the captain begins. All right, crew. Listen
This has
up. I
become
don't
like a
the way this
documentary.
looks. I don't like
A
the way
director's
this
cut.
smells. I've been in enough bad ops to know there's something not right out there. So we're gonna play this by the book. He looks at the 3 newcomers to the crew. You guys have the most combat experience. You guys have the most practical knowledge. You guys need to be my ground team. According to GRT protocol, that means you step out that door, we're going into lockdown.
Okay, we're
You'll
backtracking.
be on your own, unless the situation is clear and you can get back in the ship.
Are we able to pull sensors? Get
feel like
an
this is a
idea
bad
of
idea.
What's moving about before we trek out?
Oh, absolutely. I expect recon to be conducted, and when you're out there, the first thing to do is check on, he nods to the side, the 5A7. That is still our mission objective.
Understood. I'm saying, can we do a cursory pulse before we exit the ship?
Of course, as soon as we're done here. If you understand your mission well enough, you can begin scans now.
I look at Klein.
She's scratching her forehead, kind of grimacing. Thinking back to
Okay,
a
we've been
space
here.
pirate standoff that she and Octavio had together. If we're the most experienced, what the hell does that mean?
It means we're professionals, Prima.
Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, like, Niala is like 20, Case is like 60. The captain is also in his 60s. Like,
It's just kind of funny. We're probably gonna need environment suits, huh? Would have been nice to buy one at the last
I went through
port.
this hallway, right? Yeah.
the vac suits that we have aren't particularly fancy, but you can locate them by the airlock.
I would suggest you do the cursory pulse so we can get an idea of what
Oh,
the general
it's a ducky.
life is outside right now.
We don't have little comm.
Did we check the other side? I don't
comm
think so.
dots. Do we have comm dots too?
I've got my one that's embedded in my head and the one in my computer.
We did not bring any comm dots, but the ship's comms will work with any handheld comms you have.
Klein's scratching her forehead and just
Oh,
wondering to
yeah,
herself
we had.
at how she ended up one of the most combat experienced people on a little rift hauler out in Brown Star butthole space nowhere. Yeah, let me see what I remember from that part of the manual.
As you are discussing this whole thing, he notices like you slacked off at that part of your training, and he just like clicks his tongue, sighs. Muévete.
Oh yeah, all that training I got when I didn't get into the Naval Academy. Yeah.
And I will roll a electronic sensors check. A 10. A 10.
So the ship sensors are not particularly outfitted for this kind of scanning. However, general information you can get, there's not any
Oh,
movement
dark scare-
detected.
dark
There's
stairs
not
going
any
up.
unusual energy signatures detected. In fact, and you would know this because it's a brown dwarf system, it's almost unusually
new?
low amounts of ambient.
So not much
This looks
signs
old.
of life or anything like that. Just pure vegetation.
Oh yeah, that's the glory
I do
hole.
not know if I like this more or less, but I do not sense anything out there.
What color is the sky if it's not like a big atmosphere and there's just a tiny brown star?
Well, the interesting thing to note is that it's daytime, judging by the relative positions of the planet and the star. However, it's pretty much what you would call twilight.
Dead end.
It, like, on the average planet, it would be, I don't know, for our reference, it would be like
Right.
that, not quite.
We're back
night,
in the map
but
room.
It's friggin' dark.
So
I can.
it's just eternal
Oh yeah.
dusk.
Well,
That's
it
neat.
gets darker, but it doesn't get lighter.
Oh
Well,
boy.
I definitely see the
I hope
sheen,
we brought
anyways.
space flashlights.
I would
Space
be incredibly shocked if the environment
Okay,
that
we
did not
have
have that
looped
filter.
this
also,
entire
like,
building.
somewhere
It
between,
seems.
like now
I'm gonna go to
and
the slide.
distant future, all portable electronic devices lost the ability to have flashlights on them, so you're fucked. In the year 20XD6, there are no flashlights. That was discarded as
Yeah.
the primitive technology that it is.
We're still gonna have
So no
torches.
tag lighting, huh?
No.
The
We're
real
still gonna have
flex in the year 20 hexadecimal
flashlights
is
1,000
to get
years
a
later,
candle and
I
put
promise.
it in a lantern.
Oh, we were
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
you
salty
guys
about
have
this whole
access
system.
to flashlights. And yes, also the vac suit does have a light on top of the head, basically,
Oh, good.
like a
Headlamp.
kind of like a mining light.
Yeah. All right. Should we suit up?
Let me go to the bathroom first. Yes, we should suit up.
All right, so
Is this new?
do all
No,
of
that's
you
the
at
hole.
least have vac suit at 0?
What happens if I jump in the
Does
hole?
anyone have vac suit at 1?
Nope.
This is like basic vac suit operation, unless something
Oh, that's
unusual
weird.
happens, you're not gonna need to make a check.
Okay.
You've all been trained to wear them. You've all worn them at least somewhat before. And yeah, sensor check is clear. Everything looks good. The captain's ready to open the airlock when you guys are ready to go out.
All right. Let's suit up, I suppose.
Everybody pack their lunch and juice box.
I'm on a liquid diet. Let's go.
Fine, let's do it. Whatever.
As you step out of the ship, the captain's voice crackles in your ear. Good luck, folks. Stay safe out there. Holler if you need anything that we'd be able to help with. And it's time for me to lock down the ship. And there's definitely like
A flashlight would be
notable
nice right
concern
now.
in his voice, which you haven't heard before. As you step off the 4A4, and that door
This just keeps going, huh?
slides shut behind
Oh,
you,
there's a wall.
and the ship's systems quiet, and everything goes dim as the lockdown is initiated. It strikes you that everything is kind of still
Oh.
and oppressive.
Podcast
And
change.
You do recall suddenly, out of the backs of your minds, that the closest help outside of the captain and the
One
engineers
sec.
is 6 parsecs away.
Special thanks.
All right, we're back. A dinosaur story. How you feeling about the vibe of having a spooky podcast in the background while I explore this weird liminal space? Bro can just sit in the chair and look at the clock. Big chillin'? Okay. That's the vibe I want to encompass tonight. How do we get down there? I presume from that hole. Which means, where does this go? Does this go anywhere? Oh. That's not from the podcast. Are we being chased? Is this a timer?
Alright, so, you guys have just left the landing field and you are on your way to examine some sort of storage shed, assumedly next to some fuel tanks.
The fact that we're on a jungle planet with no one around. but
Hello,
there's
Duck.
Facilities.
Oh,
It's
we're
a
back here
moss
again.
jungle planet. It's even worse.
Yeah, I don't like any of this.
It's all just moss.
Now I know the last time we were talking about going
Big hole.
to that northern pseudo
Stairs
encampment.
up?
Well, not really pseudo encampment, but like a small tent, basically.
Yeah, there's a hut over here.
Why does it say
You
there's
could describe
stairs?
A hut or a shed.
Aside from these
It's
stairs.
a small building. Any of you who have been on any kind of planetary
I thought there'd be
base
stairs
like this
going up.
before recognizes the construction of this shed. It is made out of a sort of rockcrete, like a very thin, very lightweight concrete almost, that is made from locally sourced material. It's cheap and easy to build, fairly insulating, and really ugly.
Where are we
Nice.
going?
Also, you could probably
Was
put
there
your
something
foot
over
through
there?
it if you tried hard enough.
Approved by bureaucrats and bean counters everywhere.
I hate it. Thanks.
It is a cheap, effective.
Maybe it was an
material for
illusion.
this kind of construction.
Love it.
I mean, on your expedition out to the planet, you get to devote more of your ship storage space to
Coil?
stuff that isn't construction materials, because you make the materials
Oh,
yourself.
the slide. That's
Leave
what
it
it's
to you to
that's
know
what it's
that.
saying.
I mean, that's what we tell the cheap labor, but the truth is, it saves a lot of money. Look, I signed off on enough of these things to know.
All right, so you're looking at a small equipment hut.
Mhm.
Really, there is just like landing field equipment. here.
Oh,
There is
Dead
an
end,
equipment
no way up.
trolley that has like tools and stuff neatly stowed in a
wonder if I can go
military
up
fashion.
this slide.
Okay.
And there
Probably
are
not.
some power feeds and hoses, things that you would connect to a starship for refueling or the like. The fuel tanks here actually can divert fuel to ships on the landing field, but they also service the base. And on closer inspection, your resident engineer is able to determine that they are drawing hydrogen out of that small anemic stream and turning it into fuel.
Mhm.
It doesn't produce copious amounts, and it doesn't produce it very quickly, but it's enough to power a base like this for a fairly long time on its own. And as I said, there is
This
basically
place
like a
again.
fuel pipeline that runs through and
Okay.
underneath the stream.
Is there any kind of a maintenance terminal on the outside of the fuel tanks?
What you would assume would
Oh.
be where the reactor for the base camp is.
Alright, that's probably in the building across the stream to the... Can I call that west?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably some kind of maintenance
What is
terminal
that?
in that building across the stream to the west. You might be able to check there
Slide.
and see how long ago somebody was
Goes
doing
down.
anything here.
So the corporal is going to start moving towards this bridge, which is conspicuously in the south.
Wait for
Map
me.
again.
You come too, Mr. Vox.
I'm going along too.
I'm going to cross the bridge as such, surveilling for any particular signs of life, any recent activity, perhaps, I don't know, signs of footprints, things of being dragged, maybe, a cart was pushed, since we already saw a cart in the
I
maintenance
keep
shed.
falling into the same three
Terrain here
rooms.
is pretty rocky, so I'm going to call this a difficult recon check. 10 plus.
10 plus. All right. There we go.
As I said, the terrain is very rocky, and like main pathways between the buildings, even though they're not paved or anything like that. But the main pathways are worn. There's no vegetation growing on them, but there
What
is
the
some
hell?
growing around.
It's like
the
mold on
pathways,
its side.
and it's there that you notice there's definitely been some, perhaps people running through them. The moss is ripped up and damaged in places, so it looks to you like somebody's been diverting from the path, and there's signs of it all over the place, really.
Diverting from the path.
Yeah, like, there's like the beaten walkways, like the shortest point between two buildings is worn, and there's no vegetation.
Still can't go up
Right.
there.
From this building to the bridge, or from this
Most
building
useless
to the
pool.
bridge, you can see pathways where there's nothing growing.
Oh, because people just tread it.
Yeah, like a deer trail, like people keep walking there, so nothing grows there.
Wonder, can you
But
go
You
underwater?
can also see like there's been some kind of like strange running about.
Hey, oh,
running
you can.
About. Oh, like it's like some vegetation has been kicked over recently.
Yeah, some of it's been kicked
Anything
up,
over
it's
here?
been torn up, it's been disturbed.
Nope.
As far as specific details, again, the terrain is not the kind of terrain that's going to hold footprints.
Right, yeah.
But it definitely looks to you like there's been some unusual foot traffic in the area.
They have diverted from the main path, so therefore
Here we are
the
again.
results are inconclusive. You see the main path here. The lack of vegetation, the whole upturning of the soil. This is normal. But this, he points to the other side. This appears to be not normal.
How do you mean, Corporal?
It means that they diverted from their normal routine for some reason. Perhaps there was an event or something that made them go
I've
a
been
different
here.
way.
Does it look like that different ways all the same way?
People have routines. That is how we work as people. We need structure. We need schedules.
Fox just nodding along. Yes, definitely.
Visibly concerned that, like, him and the diplomat are in agreement.
Oh no, you wish it was a diplomat administrator.
Oh, God. That's the worst kind of administrator.
An administrator?
Yeah, just double down on the administration.
A double admin?
Admin double down.
As Corporal Guerrero is explaining things and like gesturing around, picks up on a detail that
Did I go down the
you've
murder hall?
noticed
I went down the
looking
murder hallway.
around. Building off to his right,
Mm.
one of the smaller ones. It looks blackened?
We went down there?
Blackened.
Yeah. As you
Did we go
focus
down
in
here?
on it,
Like an explosion?
Yes.
everything's so dim.
Phantom
around
ladder.
here, which is why there's probably so many spotlights about. You take a second look at it, you think there might have been a fire over there. Like there's black charring coming out around the window.
Oh, like there was like fire damage or something?
Yes.
Went down here.
Oh, that I do not like. Points that out.
Yeah.
We didn't go
seems
down
like a
here, did
point
we?
of interest.
Does that mean we have to go there first, or can we save it for last?
Could be relevant.
Either way, we have to get to it
Yes.
eventually.
Oh,
Would you like
God.
to rip the band-aid off, or shall we continue to pretend that we are clotting?
Let's head over and take a look.
There seems to be a vehicle further out in front of us,
See you
pointing
again.
further west. And there is this building right here, on our left.
But if there was a fire, does it look like it was recent? Like, is there still smoke, or is it just black?
There is not smoke. No. So, Klein points over to the closest building to the left, and
No breakage
it
in
looks
here.
like the door is ajar.
So I can't jump in.
Oh. That is significantly more uncomfortable than a building with its door shut and the lights on. For some reason. Whatever. Let's at least rip this band-aid off, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Clyde pretends she knows what she's doing as far as slicing the pie in the doorway and peers around the frame
What
to
in the
look
nine hells
All right. Peek around the corner.
am I supposed to
look into the
go?
building. It is very evidently some sort of living quarters. As you kind of like slowly open the door the rest of the way and shine your lights in. It's dark inside of this one. The place is
Excuse me.
thoroughly ransacked.
Oh.
Everything is knocked over.
Springboard
There's
doesn't
stuff
work.
all over the floor. Dressers.
It's gonna
tipped
rewind
over
me.
with the drawers spilled out.
Like someone was pillaging? Or looting?
Sharp,
Perhaps.
right?
I would like to investigate this place to get a more conclusive
We've been
idea
here.
on what the hell is happening.
All right.
Alright. I'm going to
Let's
bring
go to rub your duck
some
room.
past experiences to bear and do an investigation of the ransacked room. I got an 8.
You got an 8.
Well,
That
this
was
is the least
difficulty.
traveled one, so we're gonna go
So,
this way.
You know, you weren't here to see this room intact, so you have no idea of figuring out what's missing. But what you can tell, obviously, is what's still here. You don't think this is signs of a person leaving in a hurry, because there's a lot of, like, personal effect around. There's even credits lying around. You're not sure what could possibly be missing on this. This person had something very unusual in here. Documents? Who knows? But none of the obvious stuff is missing.
So
Nope.
it's more like somebody was looking for something in particular in a hurry?
It's like a cheat.
Possibly.
It's like
So
a
it's not like a
freaking.
group of people scrambled in, grabbed a bunch of
French
their
fry
things and then ran
julienner.
for it. It seems more specific.
This hallway.
Want to check out that vehicle and see if the keys are still in it?
Yes, perhaps.
That's
I'm
the fattest thing I've
actively
ever said
leaving
on stream.
credits on the ground, by the way, because that seems like really bad juju.
Yeah?
This vehicle is an ATV. It is
This
still
looks
connected
new.
to the base's power.
Ish.
Other than disconnecting the feeds, nothing would need to be done to make it drivable.
Aha.
It even already has a card in the
This
card
looks new.
Oh.
The keys are still in it.
Not really.
It's
which is kind of like
not new.
how forklift drivers leave the keys in the forklift.
God's
Again, it lines up
bless.
with the way the lights are arranged in the camp.
I
No
am
one's
lost.
expecting someone to come by and jack
And
the
for once, it's
ATV
by design.
because the closest people are 6 parsecs away.
Hmm.
There is no sign of anything unusual here.
Not even candy in the glove
Alright.
compartment?
Yeah, no, there's nothing out of place.
Back
nothing
to this
unusual.
place.
You guys seen something like this before?
I've seen my share of abandoned vehicles in the field. Usually that's what happens when a camp gets attacked unexpectedly.
But it's just like the landing strip, isn't it? There's no
Stairs, huh?
carcasses or signs of a
Nope.
conflict. Well, barring that
those
fire
stairs.
damage you saw in the distance.
Some camps are lucky and they get word ahead of time and they are able to abandon. Others, well, that's where you find the bodies.
Great.
Hello, Duck
Since
Chan.
the corporal is still in recon mode, one thing he does notice when he's examining this area, it looks like there used to be another ATV. There are, like, tire tread marks on it.
Okay. There's like a patch of like matted down grass, like in tire track form.
Yeah, well, like, even the rocky spots around here, you can see, because ATVs are big and heavy, you can definitely see signs that there was another vehicle that is normally parked next to this one. Because of the tread marks underneath the one that is parked there, it looks like there's two sets. So you can extrapolate that there's probably a vehicle missing.
Right. Like I said, he
Oh,
points
did that
to
go
the
out of
patch
focus
of
for a second?
grass that's indicative of a missing ATV. Some camps are lucky.
But they didn't take any of their belongings.
Everyone else continuing to feel a certain kind of way about being deployed out here with no expectation of we're going to find or what we're supposed to do.
That's the great unknown.
So where do you folks want to explore next?
Is
We
this
can
just
hit
the
building
hallway?
just in front of us, to the left of the ATV.
Further to the west?
West. Yeah.
Appears to be just
Alright,
a wall.
this larger building, the door is wide open.
Yeah, it can't go
Wanna
that way.
first this time, Mr. Admin.
I let the professionals go.
Oh!
How benevolent of our corporate overlords.
Klein shares a glance with the corporal.
You
Uzumakida.
really want the person who doesn't know what to expect for a trap to go first?
Deep, heavy sigh.
Tell me, Corporal, what do you expect for a trap?
I'm just
Oh,
excited to
let's
see something other than the
Could be a
same
rigged
three rooms.
firearm. Could be like a a bucket with heavy material postured over the door. Could be a breach charge placed, right on top of the door hinge.
Ooh.
Could be a number of very creative solutions to instantly kill someone.
Trap expectations.
There's a slide here.
You've even heard that there's a poison
Oh.
that only works on corporate admins.
Interesting.
It's called space cocaine.
He's been taking small doses of it for years.
All right.
This
we're going
episode
to
should have
the building
been
to the west. Is that
microdosing
what we're
space
doing?
cocaine,
Closest.
Okay.
but my agent wouldn't
SWAT
allow me to do
turn.
that.
Look over. Is the door is ajar, you said?
The door is wide open on this one.
Double doors?
It's not cracked, it's wide open.
Okay. How does it open?
It opens out.
That is a okay. I fold the door closer to the actual metal, so I have
Nothing over
a
here.
means to prop my back against it. So I have partial cover,
Yep.
and I snatch a quick glance as I kind of poke my head around and then poke my head back. You know what I mean? Looking for movement.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anything?
Yeah, you peek in. There's no signs of movement. You can tell it occurs.
Is
to
this
your
where we
glance that
came
this
from?
place has also been ransacked.
Hmm.
As you actually swing into the building,
This is where we came from,
corners,
isn't it?
your focus zooms out a little bit and you get a better look at what is actually going on. This appears to have been some kind of rec center or social center. There is primarily a large main room that has sporting equipment and a pair of table tennis tables, and that is all kicked over and strewn about. There is a smaller chamber that looks like it was used for watching movies, kind of like a little mini theater kind of deal. There is
Oh god, so it all looks the same.
like a small snack bar.
Hi, Rubber
And
Ducky.
This also appears to be heavily ransacked.
I think it's
That was so loud for no reason.
It looked like they were grabbing food.
Yeah. It seems like they were expecting a very long journey.
Can I conclude that, Corey?
So the odd thing is the way this place is set up. It looks like it probably wouldn't
Exit,
have
huh?
had food unless an event was being planned.
Hmm.
But someone might have been looking for food just.
Oh God! Why are there
Imagine
hands?
as you piece together and you try to.
I hate
like,
that.
replicate
Actually,
what the
I
scene
hate that a
looked like
lot.
before it was thrown all over the place. You think someone might have come looking for food,
Oh, gee.
but there wasn't any.
But then, who was looking for food?
Maybe
You
it's the
can't.
people they
I
were
can't press any
fleeing
buttons
from.
though.
Probably the same people that took the ATV.
I hope it's people.
I don't know anything else that would be able to operate an ATV.
Well, we have choices again.
We can go to the building to the north, since that's the next one and going like clockwise.
Yeah, looking out the door, there's also a building to the right, kind of northeast.
And you still haven't checked out the
Like a
burned-out
Battlestar
buildings.
Galactica
True.
room from back in
I
the
think
day.
we're working our way towards that.
Oh yeah, we still got quite a few places to
What
check.
the hell?
The building straight north. Is that a door on the up? No,
The
that's not
room
a
of
door.
holes, I
What is
guess.
that?
No, the doors are the small rectangles. The blue things are like windows, basically.
Are there lights on in the northern building? I'm wondering if we can see inside.
The second floor looks like it has lights on in this building. The first floor does not.
Weird.
So, wait, the second floor has lights, but the first floor doesn't?
Yeah,
Yeah.
meaning we can't just look in the window and see what's going on, necessarily. Well, we should make our way north in any case, and then maybe when we get to about this point between the two buildings,
This looks
we can
promising.
decide better what we want to do.
It seems we have plenty of time.
Oh God.
The current objective is to find some kind of key card.
Don't look
or
down.
Maybe some kind of override pass. Perhaps the captain, he wasn't too thorough.
I mean, I've been trying to keep my eye out. for one,
What
but
the
so far it's
fuck?
just kind of nothing useful.
No.
Why
seems
is
not.
this just a
I wonder where that
freaking
other
diving
ATV
board
went.
at the
That will likely
abyss?
be what we'll have to find out.
Yep.
Alright, so get a little bit further towards that building.
I'm curious
Should
what
we
happens if I drop
roll
here.
to see which one we'd like to go to.
I mean, I'm in
Cannonball!
favor of the two-story building in front of us there.
Do you just like that one because it's a weird shape? Like, you're awfully hung up on it.
Oh,
Well, we might
That was
as
the
well
end of the
continue
mission-
just
that was
doing
the end of the level.
clockwise and then go inward.
what
Are
the
those
hell?
doors open? Looking specifically at these double doors right here on this building to the right.
You guys are gonna move up then, so you can peek around the corner.
Yeah. Second verse, same as the first.
So this building obviously is the largest one in the installation. It has a decided look of importance about it. This is also
Ooh.
two-story.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Once again, the doors
Me going to
are
the sauna room at
open.
2 a.m.
Alright, so we can try this one too then.
The walkway lights are on. The building lights are off for the most part, and the buildings are just abandoned. But there's no sign of, like, a scuffle, or there's no bodies, like, nothing.
Incidentally, the building behind you has an open door also.
I think they were looting the place and trying to scramble to get out. Something must have scared them.
What?
I don't know.
Alright, well let's head on into this center building
Yeah.
then.
It's big. And we're here.
Okay, so this ground floor on this building is showing more signs of ransacking. There was a mess hall in here, and similarly to that small galley in the other building, it is absolutely devastating. A large portion of the ground floor in this building was also
This game's
equipment
aesthetics are
storage,
so cool.
which also has signs that it was just like looted, basically. But the thing is there's a lot
What a
of
perfect
useful
Halloween
equipment
game.
lying around.
Ooh.
So the looters left. I mean, stuff that, for Corporal Guerrero's theory, that people like grabbed shit so they could escape. Stuff that the Corporal would definitely take with him is strewn about here. Spare parts, toolkits, things that could help maintenance on the ATV. You also find, among those spare parts, parts and tools that you would use to work on an air raft, which is an anti-grav small flight vehicle that can hold a few people.
Meaning there was an air raft somewhere, or there is an air raft somewhere.
There could be.
I'm going to just see if I can connect more dots investigating this room too.
This place, it stinks of desperation and confusion.
Oh my god, you keep getting better rolls every time.
It adds up story-wise. I'm getting more of the picture.
The mess hall and the galley are, again, drawing
This-
your attention. This
All joke-
time you can see
all,
clear evidence that there was food. Was
salt
the
that I have
operative word, but
inherent
there is not a crumb.
in this
There
whole
are
arc
containers busted open
of
all
dealing
over the
of
floor.
working with this
There's
sponsorship.
food packaging on the floor.
The end product
but
was actually pretty
there is
good.
Not, literally not a crumb of food anywhere.
Octavio points it out. This I understand. That points back to the pile of useful stuff. That I do not.
Really? Because this doesn't make much sense to me either, because it looks like something ate the food here rather than take it with them.
Is that the conclusion I'm drawing? That all the food was eaten, or is it just not here?
Certainly is not here. It could have been eaten. There's no way you would know.
I have a theory that somebody was anticipating locking down in that Rift Hall or 5A7 for a long time, and for whatever reason, they just grabbed what they could off of this base, and then locked themselves in.
But where is that ATV?
But why? And yeah,
Unless they drove the ATV into the carrier.
did that add up? I think it does.
But why would they do that?
You said there's the second floor, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, we better check that out too.
Yes.
You find yourselves at the top of the stairs in what appears to be some kind of control center.
Oh, hey.
And surprisingly,
This is new.
it's not very messed up or damaged. And it looks like most of the equipment is still in functioning order.
Hmm.
And
Yellow
there
slide?
are computer terminals in this room as well.
I'm gonna head over to one of the terminals. Is it
Cannot
on
go up the
at
slide.
the moment, or does it need to be turned on?
It needs to be
All right.
powered up.
The good start is to make sure it's plugged in.
I do that if it doesn't turn on instantly when I hit the power button.
It sure does turn on. It's like
Oh.
hardwired into a larger machine.
Wee.
Not likely to be unplugged.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you're basically looking at a control terminal that would be able to access information.
Okay.
There is a problem though.
Yeah.
Said information is completely protected. You don't have clearance.
Yep. Makes sense.
Because you can see the files, you just
Left,
can't access them. What you're
straight.
looking at are
We'll go right
basically,
first.
like, information logs and possibly camera footage.
All right. So we need to get access.
If you can crack into it,
Would that be a computer roll?
Ooh,
Yes,
what
it
a
would.
cool looking
That would
room.
be education, DM.
Not sure
the
how this
difficulty will be 10
slide
points.
works though.
The system is pretty advanced. You're pretty sure you're going to need to find someone's code or keycard or something. If you can find any of the senior staff members from the outpost, you'll be able to get in.
we haven't found anyone yet, though. And looking around, I don't think I've even found.
This
like,
room is
any
fun. I
dropped
like this
key
room.
cards or anything.
Not yet, but there are 3 more buildings that look identical to one of those living quarter, well, the one
Oh.
living quarter building.
Podcast
Yeah.
All
change.
right. Let's head to those and see if we can find something that'll get us access to this stuff.
You guys leave the command center
One
and
sec.
look over towards the living quarters, the 2 buildings directly in front of you. The door itself is gone and is torched out, and the one to the right, the door is smashed down off of its hinges.
Oh.
That's your choice to think on as we wrap this segment.
Special thanks to our logo designer, Sierra.
All right. I think this is one of our better episodes, better seasons, honestly. Immo. I do like Viridian as well, but Viridian got kind of pants on head crazy. Which, I mean, that was fun too. There's no jump button, so I can't jump up. That is a crazy looking slide. That slide is cool. It's like a barber pole. That's another slide I want to ride. This is also a massive get for an intro. You get some really... There's some really good royalty-free music, if you can
All right. So,
stomach
as
the
we
time
left
to look
off,
for it.
You guys are standing before 2 like hab buildings, like living quarters. The one to the left appears to be significantly fire damaged on the inside.
Well, it seems like there's been some kind of force or some kind of fire that happened. Shall we investigate it?
I'm leaning smashy door.
Smashy door first.
Sure.
Okay. The building with the smashed down door.
Does
There's
this
a
go
lot
in?
of
Oh,
damage in
weird.
the doorway where the frame
I'm gonna
was
go
literally
investigate.
just beaten down and the door was torn down and smashed. The inside of this hut is
Wow, this is
also,
really loud.
as before,
Oh.
completely ransacked.
I guess
although
I can't go
bit
down
more
there without
violently
dying.
this time.
Instead of the
Interesting.
items just strewn about and cast on the floor, there's a lot more things are broken in here.
Good to know, thank you, I
Nice.
guess.
I'll keep the investigation going, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a little too much devastation here for you to get like a clear picture of what happened, but
Yeah.
This building looks to you like some of that damage is because there might have been a struggle in it.
That's new.
Now see, this looks like a conflict.
That looks like a normal
Say I don't know
pool.
why, but
See if we can find any of that key card.
there's no sign of any key cards or anything like that in this one.
All right.
still, is there any indication that whoever was housing in here was of a different station than any
If-
of than like the first one? Like, are these the same rank people? Are they higher?
What an
ranks? Or
astute
is there
observation,
anything
honestly.
telling us who slept where.
Very good
All of the living
observation.
house. Well, you've only seen 2 of the living.
There are a lot of
areas
pools
so
in
far,
here,
but
isn't
if
there?
they're all the same, you would assume that there were probably at least scattered among the other 2 buildings that look the same as this one. You would assume maybe 12 people, maybe a little more
Per
Re-
building
oh,
or in all?
in total.
art appreciator?
Buildings aren't that big.
Interesting.
So we have like 12-person mess hall, signs of a struggle, items strewn about,
Oh, this is cool.
food clearly taken from this area.
I like how Grecian this is. This is very
or,
cool.
or consumed on site. Is there any like signs of like crumbs or any like leftovers?
This is like Mount Olympus.
Not a scrap anywhere.
Huh.
Now see, that
This is what I'd
sets off my
imagine would
weird
be in
shit.
Zeus's
Yeah.
Great Hall.
That makes me feel more like it was a grab and not a shove in face situation.
Yeah. That's the point I was trying to make. Is that this seems like
I've been
it's
here.
hoarding.
Why?
Any signs of chemical damage or anything like that? Like acid, like washing away the linoleum or anything like that?
The only damage appears to have been sustained
How
by
deep
the
is this
building
pool?
while the door was being beat.
Not very.
Huh.
A science check might
Triangles.
get you
Okay.
a little bit more information.
Triangle.
Yeah, I'm looking
Circle.
for like
Oh,
bubbling of
right.
the walls or something to that nature.
Nothing.
Intellect
We'll go
or
nothing for now.
Education.
7.
It's still not good. To your point.
The thing that strikes you as you examine the damage surrounding the door, Vox, is you think this door might have crashed in because of an architectural flaw. It wasn't that, like, a battering ram was brought to bear against it. It's that there was, like, a structural integrity issue here.
Oh,
Maybe
barber
on
pole
purpose,
slide.
maybe by accident, the correct amount of force was exerted on the door and it smashed out of the frame.
Back to
I'll
triangle.
let the group know. Looks like something busted through the door with just enough force and not
Yeah.
like a ram.
Inside to outside. So something came in with force.
Yeah, something came in. Absolutely, yep.
More raiding activity then, huh?
Yeah.
We've been here. This is the normal
Whatever you call
pool.
this.
Panicking, probably.
Well, they were busting in, not out.
They were very desperate for food, perhaps.
More evidence is needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of discomfort, who wants to go next door?
Can we go here?
All right. Most of the outside.
This
of the
looks
building
familiar.
Doesn't have signs of fire damage because it's basically made out of thin concrete, like I said. But around the doorway and around the window,
Or does
there's
it?
scorching. There's really nothing left of the door.
Nani?
And when you look
Oh.
inside, there's extensive fire damage. Everything is charred. Everything is blackened, except for there is a section on the floor roughly the right size and shape to be the outline of a person,
What?
where the fire damage is not so extreme.
Lovely.
There's like a scorch mark with a person-shaped scorch mark?
Well, there's an area where the fire damage is not as extreme, and it's shaped like a
What
person.
the hell?
Yeah, so somebody's body was there, which
Oh,
Anyone in
that's
there?
upsetting.
Hello?
covered
Housekeeping?
up the floor to prevent the fire in that spot.
Since you guys have been nailing your investigation rolls, I'm just gonna move along on this. The fire looked like it was started in 2 separate areas. And
Ah,
you would
The
assume
fear boner
between
slide.
Vox's science and Guerrero's explosives knowledge that there was definitely some sort of accelerant used in both of those places. On top of that, the fire extinguishing system seems to have either failed to go off or gone off at a reduced capacity.
Perhaps it was sabotaged. I'm beginning to like this less and less.
I don't think I ever liked it to begin with, but yeah, no, something's wrong.
There's still at least one more of these living areas, right?
Yes, and if Vox is taking a look at the last remaining one, he can see that the door on this one
This
is
goes back to where we
closed.
were, I
Oh,
think.
Well, this definitely means we should take a look at it.
Alright, you guys heading over in that direction?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, as you walk by this long building over here, you can tell from the sounds within
Is that a
that is where the
tightrope?
generator is.
Oh, it's still going?
There's lights on, right?
I
Yeah,
am.
doors are like-
Yeah,
Hi,
it's
Punk.
true.
How you doing,
Right.
buddy?
So, this building, the door is closed, and the door
We're listening
appears
to my
be
podcast,
locked.
too.
Locked.
What kind of a lock is
Because
it?
The same kind
That's
that
the one
would have
horror
been on the
podcast
other
I know
buildings,
won't
although
get
you
us,
have no need for them. It is a keypad
copyright
lock.
claimed.
Mr. Vox, does
'Cause
this
it's my
fall into
copyright.
your purview?
Let me take a look. So that would be computers, right?
Yep, and you have equipment for this too, right?
I mean, if I have to bust that out, I could, but
Since you knocked it out of the park. You are able to hook up your computer to it and plunk it away, because that takes a bit of time.
How are you
And in a
tonight
few
on this
minutes
lovely
that
big
takes,
ween?
Something occurs to Guerrero that's been kind of scratching around the back of his head
Right, yeah, okay.
the more you look at these houses. Now, this one seems
Nope, this is
intact,
this is the Broken
and the
Lords
door is
podcast.
closed and locked.
We're listening
Yeah,
to
that is weird.
You
Deep
take a close
Night
look at the
Legacy.
door, and it shows signs that it's been beaten on. It shows signs that something was trying
Me when
to
I
go
find
through,
I'm
but
out
it
of
was
Snickers
held
bars
back.
on November
And you're
1st.
looking around at all these houses. They all have glass windows.
Oh.
So you would think, if I was trying to break into this place and I couldn't get through the door,
Yeah, why wouldn't you just smash the glass?
Uh,
Not a single pane of glass has been disturbed. Though
what?
these people were so desperate.
Why do I suddenly have the feeling that we should wait on opening this door?
I do not feel like we should enter.
it is at that point in time that Fox finishes hacking the keypad.
I forgot about
Wait,
that.
I think this one will probably be fine.
Well, this is why I am the reconnaissance expert and you are the noble of
Aw.
certain talents.
I'm just here for the fried, I guess.
He gives you a nod as well.
Well, I
think
hope
we
this.
open slow.
I hope
Yeah,
the
I'm not
cozy
saying
creepy
bust
helps
in,
you
I'm
tonight.
saying we are going to check it out.
Yeah, now that you've opened it, it's kind of no. Can you lock it again?
Can we peer through the window? Is it possible?
Yeah.
Or is it on the wrong floor?
No, all of the pad buildings are single floor. So you can wander around to the back. I don't know why the windows are on the corners, because it's future, I guess. I don't know. But you could walk around the back over there and peek in through the window.
We should do that.
You have to shine a light in on this one because the lights are all off.
Yeah.
But looking in, everything is pristine. Everything is stashed away. There's no signs of ransacking, no signs
Tightrope
of
room.
damage, nothing.
Yeah.
As you are shining your light around, one thing does catch your eye. On a table not far from the window, there is a handheld recording device.
Ah, it's a classic.
Yeah, goody. Well, there's
I'm glad I'm
doesn't
able to
seem
provide
be
that safe
anyone
space for you.
inside, So,
Santa Muerte van conmigo. Okay, I think we go in now.
Let's head on.
Translated,
aye, aye, Corporal.
All right, so you guys
Saint Death,
stack
come
up
with
on the
me.
floor, everybody's tense. The corporal goes in
Yep.
first, and in the main room there is nothing.
Interesting. Any source of light, like a light switch or something?
There's one right next to the door.
Click.
Lights come on.
This-
Now that you have an even better view of it, it's almost weirdly neat in here. Everything is stowed away. Everything is neatly stashed, very neatly packed and stored in what you would recognize as the naval fashion. And looking around, you'd even say
Fun
it's
fact:
been
this character I
cleaned.
played
What the hell?
was part of the Space
This is too
Cartel.
strange. Why
He was
is this the
a
only
strong arm
building
for him. That
has
was
not
the
been
background I
ransacked?
rolled.
So far that we've seen.
That's why
anyway.
he calls it the
Windows. Why
Saint
are
Death.
they still intact?
Maybe not a person?
Do we have any intel on the nature of this planet? Anything that quite possibly be native here?
The only thing that is known to be native
Santa
to this
Muerte is
planet
actually
are
very,
bugs that feed on
is
the
a very
moss.
prominent
Much study has
saint
been done on said
worshipped in
Actually,
South
there's
America,
quite an extensive
especially with the
body of study on
cartels.
that.
But there's no blatant warning, are there?
No, there is nothing in the dossier you were given that would suggest there's any natural life form that is dangerous.
Yeah.
However, we are also talking about a planet that, like 24 hours ago, you didn't
Writing
know
that down in my
existed.
notebook.
So-
Leads to a real logical fallacy of how did they have intel on this planet that we didn't know existed?
Oh, hyper him.
GRT had it, and they sent
Oh.
it with the 484.
Oh, okay.
You didn't have it, because who the fuck are you?
Only the people that they contracted to fucking survey the planet, apparently.
Yeah, which is why they gave you the dossier.
Guys, I've never felt so disposable in my life.
Yeah, I feel like a real
Oh.
big DA right now.
You get used to it working for corporate.
Disposable asset.
Even the
Shadowrun
noble is
reference.
Like, yeah, no, you're pretty disposable. It's okay. I've been there too.
Wow.
Jeez.
Actually,
Existential
deniable
boundaries
asset is
aside.
more-
No wonder you mustered out when you did. That is dark.
It's like, that's just how
Either
corporate
or.
works.
Is our fine corporal going to conduct a complete sweep, or are you going to go straight for the recording
No, Mr.
device?
Johnson's on this arc,
We're
though.
doing the full breach and clear.
Okay. Basically, every place you look is the same until you get to the bathroom. In the shower, you see your first evidence of human life. There is a woman's body in a naval uniform with an empty pistol at the side and no head on her shoulders.
Oh.
Maybe no head on her shoulders is a little bit extreme, but there was very obviously a messy gunshot wound inflicted from her own pistol to her own head.
That was the question that I didn't want the answer to.
I know.
I guess I'm fucking going in as the lead DA.
Just-
Fucking king shit of the Expendables,
man.
apparently. Alright. Gauss rifle at the ready. Kick the body with the steel toe boot. Does it budge?
Does not budge, no.
Crouching over, pointing the Gauss rifle at the fucking head. Well, what remains of it?
Yeah. It's not like the body was decapitated post-mortem. It's literally just like a chunk of the head is gone.
Well, there's no head left.
I can't help but
Ooh.
reflect.
Blue
just a little
zone.
bit
What's that blue
on
zone?
How I had wanted to be in the Navy at one point in my life. Well, wait a minute. I turned to Mr. Vox, the administrator here. Don't you have medical training?
Yeah.
Any
Barber pole.
forensics in that sphere of knowledge of yours?
I mean, is there something specific you're thinking of?
Yes. Make sure it actually is the gunshot.
Shout out to Lid. I
You
love
mean
her very
besides
much.
the headshot, you mean?
Or
These are all very
it's
dear
a cover-up.
friends.
Okay, I'll take a look.
What specifically are you looking for?
Signs of disease,
Lockers?
infection, that kind of thing. Something that might have happened before the gunshot.
Okay.
Conducting an examination of this
Okay.
delicacy would require a vac suit check before you attempt to
Hello?
medical check. Just because you're
Housekeeping.
a little bit clumsy in your vac suit. You're not an ME. You just know some shit about medicine. You've never had to examine a dead body in a vac suit before.
I'll move to the side. And let him
Upstairs
do
we
his
go.
work.
All right, it might be better if I instruct somebody how to do it. If anybody's actually, because if it's dexterity related.
I'm gonna go
Really,
this way.
you need to have eyes on it, so you gotta do this yourself.
All right.
So that means you're gonna make your medicine check now, and you're gonna make it at a DM -2.
Alrighty.
We've been here.
10.
Cursory examination where you can see skin alone, everything looks healthy. The uniform that is being worn
Wish I had
appears
glow
have
sticks to
been at
drop.
one point a fresh uniform right before the
Could do
injury.
Tremo's
Just like
algorithm.
a cursory examination without any like real
Barber pole
tools
room
or
again.
facility. You don't see any signs of skin lesions. You don't see any signs of abnormal blood behavior from the wound. You would say there's at least.
I wanna
no
go down
obvious
here,
signs
but
of
this way leads to
disease unless
death.
it's something pretty insidious.
Yeah.
So definitely not a case of foul
In
play.
which case,
Alright.
you would need real medical equipment to figure it out.
Well-
and as far as you can tell, it does look self-inflicted.
Hmm.
All right. There's nothing I can find here
Been here before.
without a full medical facility. Otherwise, it looks pretty clear.
Well,
What type of gun was it
It's
again?
a pistol, slug pistol.
nothing to see here.
Should we go listen to the suicide note?
Yeah.
You pick up the recorder. And
Content
there
warning,
is
by the way.
a
I forgot
log
about
on
that.
it.
Personal message.
A little late for that,
After
but...
the Navy has gone through my final log, I would like them to pass on my love to my family. There is a quaver in her voice. And I hope they remember me fondly. She clears her throat. This is the final log. Able Space Hand, KB Nicolau, reporting from Candling Station. Candling Station has fallen. We've been overrun by something alien. I think it came in on the supply ship. Some sort of infection.
This was built into the module,
that
by the
turned
way,
astrogator
that
into a
Mongoose
monster.
Publishing gave us.
She was sick with what looked like a virus. It didn't respond.
We tend to
to
stay
treatment,
away from
and it
these
didn't seem
subjects,
to get
but
any worse for quite a while.
it was in
Then,
the module. We were sponsored to
day
do this.
20, after the supply ship landed, she went crazy and started attacking people. She changed quickly after that. So did the ones she wounded. It was less than 24 hours later when they started attacking the rest of us.
Yeah, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to
The
be so
astrogator
late on
was
it.
turning into something else by then. There was fungus growing on her face. We weren't sure who was infected and who was not. Gipper broke out the security guns and we fought back. We blew holes in them, but they kept coming. Some didn't, and I wonder if we killed our friends and they were hostiles. I shot Carrie as he turned to look at me. I don't know if he was going to shoot me or not. It was like he didn't want to do it, but couldn't help himself. I went out the back window as one of the shamblers
We've been here, I think.
started smashing into the control room. I got on the ground okay, but couldn't see what was going on. Part of the base was on fire, one of the ATVs was gone, so was one of the air rafts.
Content warning
I
as
saw
well.
Zurich getting into
Body
another one
horror.
with Dr. Mill. They called me, but I didn't know if they were infected, so I made for my quarters. Got inside with 3 shells in my shotgun and 2 magazines for my sidearm. Some of the hostiles were shambling fungus zombies by this point. They seemed to be normal, but
Alright, downstairs we go.
weirdly clumsy. They were all still recognizable people I knew.
Hello, duck.
They tried to get in but couldn't open the door. After a while, they went away, and I made a recce of the base.
Oh,
I tried to take a couple of them out, but bullets didn't seem to harm
Lee
the
Croc's
shamblers.
description?
I did put old Dr. Salder down with a couple of rounds to the chest. He was clearly infected. He was trying to use a handgun. Kept looking at it like he couldn't understand why it didn't work, even though it was obvious there was no magazine in it. He went down when I shot him, and 4 hours later he got up again. It's one of those things. I went back out and gave it a whole magazine, but no effect. I've made a couple of ventures outside these past few days, but every time I attract a shambler and have to take refuge. They smash the door longer each time before they give up.
Oh, that's what we should do next
See them
year.
dragging stuff from other buildings, mostly food, even the potted plants. I saw one trying to eat the moss outside the science building. It gave up quickly with the most human expression.
Who wants to do a
of
D&D
disgust.
horror one-shot next year?
Final sit rep. I have no way of knowing if anyone else survived, but I suppose it's possible. I think someone got away in the ATV. Both air rafts are gone. Someone might have got to the observatory.
This is when Discord
One
kind
of
of
the
glitched.
scientist was up there when this all started, I think. I made a try for the remaining ATV, but they were onto me straight away. They chased me back inside and been smashing at the door ever since. Now I'm trapped.
Yeah, if I get enough people, I'll
and out
run
of
it.
food. If they get me, I'll turn into one of them. One more soldier for the other side. Well, I can deny them that. This is Able Space Hand, Kenya Valence Mekalau. Probable soul, last survivor of Chandling Station. Let the record show we were overrun, but we did not surrender. And I can take one of them out for you. Give the rest of them hell.
Yikes.
I'm gonna immediately ping the captain.
Captain Crust answers over the comm. Vox, we've been tracking your progress. Census are picking additional movement up very close to your position.
Which direction?
Moving towards you kind of fast.
All right, we're making our way back. Some kind of contaminant
Went down here. That's the Olympus
arrived
room.
on possibly their last shipment. It infected the people here and caused them to. I'm not exactly sure how to describe what they turned into, but apparently they attacked the others.
You could see about 20
Oh,
meters
episode
out
change.
and closing on you,
1 sec.
there is a humanoid shape. It is moving quite clumsily.
He starts fucking booking
Oh,
it to
not
the
yet.
river. As he's doing that, Octavio screams over the comms, "Mayday, mayday. We have found the survivors, or lack thereof, on this station. Repeat, contamination. Contamination." Special thanks to our logo designer, Sierra Twazin.
All right, there we go. Episode 4 of Dick Bone Alpha, aka Deep Night Legacy. I chose this one because this is the most overt, like, obvious horror that we've done. My friends lean a little bit more on the comedy side than the horror side when it comes to this particular podcast. I mean, there's still horror elements, but this one's like this one's the most purest horror out of a lot of them. Can't go there, can't go there. We've been in this room.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of the Broken Lords podcast. Today we are returning to our Traveler game in our erstwhile adventurers on the dangerous and lonely planet DKB1 Alpha. When we last left our heroes, they had just stumbled
Porno.
into a spot of trouble.
It's Deep Night
After
Legacy.
finding themselves
We just call
staring
it Dick
at
Bone
a
Alpha.
shambling fungus zombie.
Understate it anymore. My goodness. This is a problem. This is not a bit of trouble. This is a problem. All caps, underlined twice.
I said
I mean,
AKA
it's
Dick
not a
Bone
problem
Alpha.
For me, it's a problem for you. So
Oh yeah?
Wow.
Wait until you have to do some science, Chief.
you
Hype
gotta do
room.
the science. I was gonna tell you what this to roll. So let's get on with that, shall we? I believe the best way to start off today
That's
would
fair.
probably be
You're still
to,
adjusting, I get it.
Get a turn tracker going, huh?
Probably.
So if you fine folks would like to roll your initiatives,
Right?
And you can do either dexterity
Far left, I
or
guess we'll
intellect,
try.
And I will be doing
Though I do
intellect,
feel like we've
because
been here
my
before.
Dexterity is -1.
That slide terminates
oh, yeah, it wouldn't be a
into
sign
the
of character
wall.
without
That's
the fucking
crazy.
Penalty on a physical.
You were gonna smash that wall before you hit the pool.
Well, I went with a rich guy, so
I'm shabbling dead.
I'm shambling, Dad. Yeah, it's a Shane McMahon reference. You want to fight about it?
I'm dancing,
I'm about to
Dad. I'm
fight you.
dancing.
IRL turn-based.
Alright, guys, here we go. It's combat time. So this shambler is about 20 meters away from you, coming in hot. And by hot, I mean slowly and awkwardly, with herky-jerky kinds of motions.
Oh, I'm top of the niche.
Yeah,
Yes,
you are. Almost like
Did we
you've
do
done this
the
before.
circles? We didn't do the circles
Almost.
yet.
The corporal stares at the thing, realizes that the anatomy, though similar
This room is
to
a
a
mood.
human being, is very alien to him considering the level of corruption that's going on plant-wise with this shambly boy. And realizes that the best course of action is probably just to get out of its way. Where is our ship?
that arrow at the bottom of the map.
Yeah, see the arrow over here? Rift
Yes.
Hole
This
is
slide's
587.
fun.
So over to the east, I believe we were saying up.
Just
was
goes
going
straight into
fine.
being drowned.
Well, I'm getting out of here. Octavio barks back to the rest of the crew. We need to get going. And he starts running towards 5A7. How far can I go in a turn?
Regular human movement, I believe, is 6 meters.
That sounds right. Okay, that's learning a system.
Yeah.
So what you want to do, brother?
I want to run. That's what I want to do, Hulk Hogan.
All right, so you would trade your significant action for 2 extra minor actions, which would give you a total of 3.
Yep.
So you could, if you're doing just
I remember
movement, nothing else,
this giving us
you
a lot of
move
problems.
18 meters.
That sounds good. So Octavio turns to the rest of his crew.
Ooh, this is
and
cool. This is like a
goes,
shopping mall.
We need to get out of here. And he just beelines using his conditioning and cardio that he built over, the years of being in the service.
Okay,
That's my turn, I guess.
sure is. Right, Lids, it's all you.
Klein mutters, well, that's obvious. In response to Octavio saying, we need to get out of here.
I mutter, you would be surprised how often we need to hire people to tell the obvious shit because people are stupid.
I mean, also people freeze in panic
Klein
mode.
looks back at Vox and says, I'll cover you.
Sometimes
to
when
move
your
out 6
neurons
meters
are
and just
overloaded,
fire,
you have to
no aiming.
state the
No
obvious.
time for that shit.
Alright. Okay.
Drawing my pistol first as I...
The room
Your
again.
pistol's
The
range
barber
is
pole room.
20 meters, I believe.
Yes.
Alright, so this is a +0 DM for range.
This is a laser pistol.
Okay. So that'll be 3
Locker
3D
room,
dice
been
on
here
damage.
before.
5 + 4 + 1 + 1. Where's
Yeah.
that second +1 come from?
Most
One is my skill.
favorite indie
And
horror
one
game.
is from dexterity itself.
Hold
I
on,
believe.
let me
Yep,
pause
that makes
that
sense.
while I
Oh.
answer that question. That's a good question. Out of all the independent games we've run on the podcast and outside the podcast, that's a good question. Now I'm having to think about all the systems we run. Let's see. Morkborg comes to mind. I do love me some Morkborg. Oh, out of all the, not just TTRPG. I mean, that's a very broad category. Just indie in general? Shit. Yeah, okay. Okay. You were thinking video games. Okay, okay. Because if I was in the tabletop thought process, because obviously. Video games. Let's see. Favorite indie video games that are horror themed. Iron Lung was good. I liked Iron Lung a lot. I didn't play that one on stream though. I think that cosmic horror concept is amazing. The idea of the quiet rapture is such a cool idea. Let's see. I didn't like Scorn that much. I wanted Scorn to be good. But it is a noteworthy one. I won't say it's one of my favorites because I feel like it should have been one of my favorites because I love biohorror. I love Giger shit. And that game is just I am capital G Giger shit. But it did not stick the landing, unfortunately. Let's see. Kitty Horror Show's Anatomy was really good. Yeah, that's why I didn't play it tonight. I wanted to like it. I really did. It was very me coded until it wasn't. So unfortunate. GTFO is pretty good. It's not indie, but I quite like it. I've been playing it for a couple days now, and I really like the idea of the Dark Tide Within. It's a very strong concept. It's basically Dark Tide mixed with the Evil Within, which is why I call it the Dark Tide Within. Because the Evil Within is like full of like stealth mechanics. But that's not indie. What the shit is this? Why does this look like? It looks like there's a cube here, doesn't it? There's nothing in here though. Let's see. Other indie games I've played. Let's see. I like indie game. I like some empowerment in my horror games. Bloodline. Does Bloodlines count? I don't think Bloodlines really counts. Boy, this is a good question. Iron Lung Anatomy. Thinking of other things. I really adore Kitty Horror Show. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Yeah. I don't know if that counts as horror though. I guess it is horror tinged, but yeah, I guess that counts, right? That's such a basic bitch answer, but Bloodlines is so good, and I'm looking forward to Bloodlines 2 whenever the hell that decides to come out. Darkwood is also pretty good. Find My Body is also a really good one. I'm a big fan of Yames. 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 I think he makes some bangers. And his religious horror, because a lot of it is like the concept of humanity seeking salvation through sacrifice. And I think that's a very strong theme coming from a Roman Catholic upbringing. So Yames really resonates with me on a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, Bloodlines 1 is magic in a bottle, but we'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic. Let's see. I was gonna say Strangeland to be cheeky, but I didn't want to. I'm not even gonna be cheeky about that. I fucking hate that game. Not to be negative, not to be a negative Nancy on my own stream, but that game was. It tried. It really tried. Phantasmagoria. I do like me some Phantasmagoria. That was Roberta Williams' first stab at independent horror. She was the creator of the... If you're really old, you know Roberta Williams. But like King's Quest, anything insert adjective here quest was her bag. She was one of the lead designers at Sierra back in the day. No, we've been here before. All right. So what's our list right now? We have Bloodlines. We have anything Yames related. Anything Kitty Horror Show related. Triangle Room. Let's go Triangle. Let's see. The thing is, there's so many that I'm like categorizing like a list of things in my head to determine what would be my favorite. So it's a bit of a delay trying to answer this question. This game's pretty cool. Would I say it's in my top 10? No. And if we're not talking mainstream... If we're not talking mainstream... Then I guess... This could eventually be on the list. Can I just list the people that I like? Because otherwise we're going to be here all night while I hem and haw and handpick all the games that all the designers that I really like and trying to prioritize what games I particularly like from their libraries. Mike Kaczynski. Zelinsky? Mike Zelinsky. Anything Mike Zelinsky related, Buckshot Roulette. You know, Horror Archive. All that shit. I adore him. It's not just because he showed up on my stream to give me advice while I was doing Unsorted Horror. Anything Kitty Horror Show related, she's amazing. She's such an icon. If you know, you know. anything Yames related. I've been saying their name a lot. I firmly believe they're one of the greatest creators for indie horror, period, in this generation. Yeah, those would be the list of my top 3 artists. Oh, I've been here before. Oh, God bless. I'm getting lost. Honorable mention to Terror Dome. That's pretty fun. It's a fighting game. It's really clunky, though. Oh! Anything made by Puppet Combo. Puppet Combo is a GOAT. I feel remiss to not... I feel remiss if I wouldn't include him on the list. Like, he's amazing. Take your pick on that one. I was going to also say Observer because I really like the concept, but that's another game that is a really strong concept but failed execution. Yeah, Chillazart. That's the other one I was thinking about. I was struggling in my head. I was like, there's another one who I really fucking love. It's Chillazart. Yeah. The two sibling team from Japan. They're awesome. Anything Chillazart, just insert game here, is probably going to be on my GOAT list. In fact, why haven't I done any Chillazart games on my stream? I should probably set aside some time to do that. Detention is also on my list. Detention is very good. It's Taiwanese horror. Damn. That's a missed opportunity. I should have done that. I mean, Pools is also a vibe, too, so... I am so lost right now. Nothing over here. Yeah, it's true. I'm a big... Okay, so... I am obviously a horror connoisseur. Duh. I adore... Japanese horror is good. Tetsuo Iron Man is definitely on my GOAT horror movie list. Taiwanese horror actually goes pretty hard. The Forbidden Door... Actually, that's Indonesian. The Forbidden Door is also a freaking amazing game. But yeah, Thai horror is crazy. Taiwanese horror is pretty cool too. Korean horror is also underrated. The most mainstream and most obvious choice would be Train to Busan. That zombie movie is crazy good. Like, I've never actually cared about characters in a zombie horror movie until Train to Busan, because every character in that movie is memorable. Yeah, no, that's my rec. If you want a basic bitch recommendation for me, Train to Busan. For a horror movie. But yeah, Asian horror is great. I love how much it pulls, much like, Western horror, how much it pulls from local folklore. And some of the local folklore in Asian countries are, like, crazy. Some of it, and I have quite the constitution for this type of content for obvious reasons that I've mentioned in this stream many times. There are the Forbidden Door got me. Tetsuo the Iron Man unnerved the shit out of me. Let's see. I'm thinking about ones that really made me take an L. Do we go this way? Anything made by Fake Documentary Q is amazing. There's so many of them, though. Like, I must... Okay, so... I was thinking about it a whiles back, because I'm like, how do I make people more interested in buying my books? And I was like, oh, I know. Like, YouTuber shit. I'll just make a YouTube channel. In addition to all the other jobs I have, you know. And, I don't know. I'm hard pressed. I would have to find a niche, because there's a lot of horror content creators on YouTube. Yeah, I love Fake Documentary Q. That's my jam. I love, like, mounting dread. I love the terror part of the Stephen King trilogy, hierarchy, whatever you want to call it, of horror. Terror is like the fear of something about to get you. Horror is dealing with the thing that is getting you right now. And, you know, revulsion is dealing with something, dealing with a spectacle that was created by someone that dealt with the bad end of the horror tier. You know, revulsion is pretty straightforward to explain. Yeah, okay. Well, that is food for thought. I could cover a lot of stuff that they don't normally cover. Like, Wendigoon mostly covers other YouTube horror. Nightmind, love me some Nick Nocturne. He's a king. And a sweet person. I've talked to him. Albeit over the inner butts, but I've talked to him. He is as kind as the day is long. Beautiful man. Love him to death. But he does a lot of, like, unfiction. ARGs, that sort of thing. With a horror tinge. He is doing an excellent breakdown of Welcome Home, if you're familiar with that ARG. And I highly recommend him. I couldn't recommend him enough. Let's see. I'm thinking of all the horror content creators I normally subscribe to. Nexpo is mostly like creepy shit that happens in IRL, maybe. Or like weird internet mysteries. He's also very good. I'm just thinking about like what my niche would be, right? Like, I guess I could do like really out there stuff that normally doesn't see Western stuff. I could Jacob Geller it. I could make like video essays, but that would be a long haul to do. Because Jacob Geller's stuff is... One, if you haven't subscribed to Jacob Geller on YouTube yet, you should. He is a phenomenal video essayist about, like, aspects of video games, if you're not familiar with his content. And he usually has, like, themes, like the power of scale and Shadow of the Colossus, like how big things can be and how, like, awe-inspiring in the emotions it evokes as a result of the largeness of it all. He did one on thalassophobia, which was very interesting. Fear of the ocean, but I think most people know that in this chat. I have a lot of smart cookies in my chat. That one was really good. I guess a horror video essayist would be the thing. Like, Ryan Holliger also just reviews movies. And, like, what he thinks the core concepts are and how he feels that the execution was done to explore that core concept. He's also my tastemaker for a lot of, like, lesser-known horror indie content. Yeah, the thing is that Okay. I could probably be the Silent Hill guy because I know way too much about Silent Hill. Like, way too much about Silent Hill. But I think that would be very, very niche. I mean, unless Bloober Team releases another remake. Or their own... Oh, actually, have you heard that they're actually making their own IP right now? I've saw a couple of commercials for it. It looks like space horror, which I'm about. I do love me some Dead Space. I feel like I'm going around in circles now. Yeah, this is... The banana slide is definitely a thing we've seen before. I mean, I'll think about it. I am doing author talks, though, as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so surprised, because I was one of the people when I heard Bloober Team was going to be on the remake. I was like, oh, God. Oh, Konami being Konami again. Fucking everything up. Killing everything I love. And then, you know, well, I ate my words. But I mean, I am definitely willing to check them out again. They proved a lot with the remake, and frankly, I am both excited and interested in anything new they come out with now. They made a believer out of me. It shouldn't have... It had to be. That's the thing, though. It had to be. They were given something with a tremendous amount of gravitas. Silent Hill 2 is iconic in the horror community. If they fucked that up, their studio would be gone. Like, it was make or break for them. Konami literally put them on the chopping block. The entire fandom would have come down on them if they fucked it up. But they didn't. And now they're made. I mean, I could... That would be a thing I could talk about. That could be one of my first essays, is like, why did this go so hard? Also, I just went around in circles because I'm now in the shame room again. Oh my god. Where do I go? What Silent Hill made, Bloober Team made a believer out of me? That would be pretty clickbaity, wouldn't it? But I guess you have to, because algorithm and whatnot. Oh, that's the name of the other YouTuber I was thinking about. Scaredy Cats. That's the one I was thinking about. There was another one in my mind. I was like, there's a non-binary person who does horror movie breakdowns. And it was such a tip of the tongue. Yeah. I don't know. I'm very anti-capitalist. When I don't like... I know that I have to market and blah, blah, blah. That's the nature in which we live. But, like, I don't want to make exploitative shit. I don't want to be the content mill that just makes stuff because, well, it makes me money. I don't want to be that guy. I am pretty comfortable where I am financially. And I'm making things not because I want to make money per se, but because these are things I have to make. I'm compelled to make. Like an Amigara fault situation where I'm looking into my own hole and going, this is my hole. This is where I belong. but if people want this, if people are interested in hearing my thoughts about things, then, you know, I'd be inclined to do it. It's just I am a busy crocodile. I've got many plates a-spinning, so it'd be a matter of determining what plate I would allow to fall in order to maintain my mental clarity. Definitely not books, though. I have to do books. That is, like, the thing that I must do. Like a moth to flame. Yeah, I would not want that, because you're only as good as your last video, and if you fall off the algorithm, good luck being able to pay rent. Like, I don't want to live in that nightmare scenario. I am back in the weird slide room. Yeah. I mean, I guess that would be the arc I do. The angle I would be, I'd be like, I am a horror writer. I write books. I write short stories. And this is my thoughts on another writer doing their stuff. This is what I think works and what I think doesn't work. So I guess that's my niche. So I guess my market would be, or audience would be, other aspiring creatives wanting to do stuff and trying to understand how to do stuff. FGC, so for the FGC stuff, that's just a thing that's a part of me, but yeah, it would be mostly just me talking about things while, maybe like I talk about things while playing something. Is weak wrists and joint pain? That's too real. How is your wrist stuff going? Are you doing well? Is that improving? It's not gotten worse? Oh, God. Have you been able to go to a doctor to take a look at that? Maybe a small vid on your nightmare stuff? Oh, yeah. I'm a writer. There is literally very little. I was gonna say nothing, and then I hesitated. That I keep away from the audience. Like, it is my job to cut myself and bleed on paper, as Ernest Hemingway succinctly said. That's a gross paraphrase, but into the ASMR. Oh, a masseuse Saturday? Okay. Because, I mean, depending on your work, you might have to... is it called a physiologist? Oh, I forget what they're called. Zoom, you should start a podcast. I am a moderately white guy on the internet. At this point, if I haven't started a podcast now, what am I doing? I should have definitely started a podcast. Oh, this is a new room. Hello, naked man carrying a brick. That's a good idea, though, masseuse. Yeah, I know. I was also being facetious. In fact, I have 3 podcasts. One where I read my short stories. One where I... Well, Yeah, I mean, I've recorded my author talks. So, and then upload them to my podcasting platform. So I guess that technically counts. And the aforementioned Broken Lords. Is this a new locker room? Oh, this looks new. Oh, new slide. Alright, we're going in. I love how this thing has a support when, like, in actuality, I don't think it would do much. At least not with that thin of a rail, right? I'm no engineer, but that looks kind of sus. Hello, Stairway to Hell. Ain't no kids coming out of that slide. I don't know. Have you seen the kids that come from this place? I haven't, but imagine. They'd probably be very wet. What the? Did I just walk across? Oh, that is a weird looking floor. Oh, that is a very, very polished floor. Me trying to get Cheez-Its at 1 a.m. without waking my roommate. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's not fall down the pit to nowhere. Oh? Light at the end of the tunnel, literally? Oh. This is new. Should I drop down? Too late now. Bro, you have no idea how hard Midnight Cheez-Its go. If I had a band, it would be called Midnight Cheez-Its. What the fuck was it? Did someone fart in my face? What the hell was that? Oh, dude. Look, I wouldn't whore myself out for any corporate product, but Cheez-Its make a compelling argument, is all I'm saying. Yeah, that's up there with Bonginator. Bonginator and Midnight Cheez-Its. Midnight Cheese featured at the latest heavy metal festival. Don't look at me with those eyes! Stop judging me! No! Okay. Most people don't know the legend. And I mean that with no level of facetiousness. The legend of Nuclear Cheese. That man is a mystical figure, pardon the pun, in our community. Alright, so there used to be a person at our locals called Nuclear Cheese. That was his name, his choice. I don't know if he's still around. He was out of New Hampshire. I don't know if he's still playing. But a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Well, I'd imagine he's alive. I'm talking about like whether or not he's still around in the fighting game community. And this dude was unhinged. And I mean that in the most targeted sense. He was the craziest soul I have ever fought in all of my time playing Guilty Gear. Why is there jazz music playing right now? That actually distracted me. Hello? The fuck? I think there's progress, though, because I just heard music. Anyways. So, Nuclear Cheese was... Imagine a Soul player online. You know, you're playing ranked mode. You're trying to climb the tower and strive. And you just fight the most batshit Soul player ever. This dude does everything that a Soul player should not do. And somehow it's working. Like, he does weird stuff. Like, he mashes the power low, Grand Viper, in block strings. And somehow it hits and he gets full conversions of it. And the most infuriating thing about it was that he would find ways to make optimals off random shit. And you were fighting, like, the forces of chaos whenever you had him in bracket. It was insane. He was the most... I don't know how to describe the experience of fighting Nuclear Cheese. Imagine fighting a black hole and just realizing that nothing you do works because nothing that you're doing at the moment, nothing you're experiencing at the moment makes any sense. Reality has turned sideways. Yeah, okay, and also one of his... So whenever he hit certain key moves as Soul, he would scream them aloud. Whenever he would do Soul's, like, Fireball super, he would scream, "Die in a fire!" And back in the day, like, Soul had loops where he would...
Beam Supreme.
Yeah, that was another one. Is whenever he played Melty Blood, he would play Aoko and he would do Wake Up Laser Beam super, and he would go, "Jesus Beam!" And then when he would do the extension, he would go, "Jesus Beam Supreme!" It was just he was insane. I love Nuclear Cheese, but that man is insane. And he was featured on our locals. Like he was on multiple Team Spooky streams, and every time he went up, like Spooky would be like, "Oh, here's Nuclear Cheese, man. Oh man, this guy's crazy. You have no idea. You have no idea." I'm really bad at doing the Spooky laugh, but you get the drift. I dreaded meeting him in tournament. Every tournament would be like, I fight some guy, first match. Second match would always be Blue Nine, aka Alex. Which, like, hooray. I always get to fight May as Potemkin. That's absolute joy and pleasure. I'm being sarcastic. Can you tell I'm being sarcastic? Please save me from this hell of constantly having to fight Alex in the second round. I hate it here. Why does it always have to be Alex? And then on the rare occasion I would fight Nuclear Cheese in bracket, and that's when I was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this today. My mental stat can't handle this right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm Nuclear Cheese. Prepare to die, motherfucker. Yeah, that was also a thing you would do to random people. That's what it feels like. Nuclear Cheese was a sentient mental breakdown that was happening to you in real time. That's the best way to describe fighting Nuclear Cheese in anything, let alone in a tournament. Ooh, sparkly slide. Do we go down it? I'm afraid that we're going to lose all progress if I did this, though. Oh, well. Oh, that was the end. Yeah, that was one of the things I said exasperated in a tournament. He takes out his properties and replaces them with his own! I did not have a good tournament that week. I had to fight both Alex and Nuclear Cheese in the same bracket, and that shit was misery. What a crazy bastard that guy was. He was so crazy. It's no wonder why Tails plays the way they do. Because they had nuclear cheese for a mentor. I mean, to be fair, Tails is killing it in Zerd in this neck of the woods. Well, plus R mostly, but... They offered an on-site therapist. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, my God. I wish. I would have been on a first-name basis with that therapist, dealing with his shit all the time. Holy. And what was even more crazy is that he would do wake-up reversals, but they wouldn't be stuff you would expect. Like, he wouldn't do dragon punches. He wouldn't do, like, wake-up supers. He would do random shit. He would do, like, wake-up crouch heavy punch. And you're like, why? Why would... In what universe does that make sense? I will never forget the time where Farok was playing him, like in casuals, and Farok knocks him down, and Cheese wakes up with they were playing Melty Blood, and Cheese wakes up with Wake Up 4C with Aoko, which is the slowest button that he could have ever pressed during that moment. And I'm like, what in the fuck are you doing? And somehow it counter hit Farok because he was so taken aback by the sheer audacity of this man pressing whatever he felt like on Wake Up that he actually got hit, and Cheese converted it into a optimal combo, into a knockdown. I was like, how in the nine hells does that make sense? Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Bonzi Pop Mike is actually went to one of our locals once and met Farok there. We've been trying to get him to play games with us, but, you know, Mike is a bit introverted. What the fuck is this? Is this a sauna room? This is kind of lit, actually. Oh. Mike Disciple? Yeah. Also Bonzi Pop Mike. There's 2 mics in my life. Actually, more than 2 mics. There's another sauna room. He also met the creator of Bonsai Pop, which is where I met Punk. Is that an egg? Oh, it's a toilet. Ew, that means I was swimming in toilet water the entire time. I hope no one pooped in it. Literal doo-doo water. I read that in Jarek's voice for some reason. Case in point, why I don't want to be a full-time YouTube content creator. That's nerve-wracking as hell. Bless him. Also, if you haven't subscribed to Bonsai Pop on YouTube, you definitely should. If you like anime, he's very good at breaking down stuff. And he's fun. The whole community is a vibe. And that was actually, that's my origin story, for those that don't know. I was basically coerced into becoming a YouTuber, or VTuber, on Twitch because... Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's a Caleb City quote. Yeah. Whee! Alright, anyways. But yeah, I was basically coerced on the Bonsai Pop Patreon Discord to become a VTuber. They do, yeah. They work very hard. And all their stuff is very quality. Excuse me. Alright, this goes here. Yeah, Wiley basically coerced me into doing it. He was like, you know, Croc, you should definitely become a VTuber. It'd be really funny. I'm like, I don't know, that costs money and time. He's like, I'll help. And I'm like, alright, fuck. Damn, I guess we're committed now. I'm very bad at doing British accents, so I don't want to try to channel Wiley. Yeah. Some far more than others, case in point. Did we go left or did we go right to enter this area? I forget. I think we... Did we come up these stairs? Oh yeah, we did, because of the green slide. Zoot set it up to be a punk rocker rat. Oh, that'd be cool. I could see that. I think Zoot would be very good. He's got the right amount of chaotic energy to be a Twitch streamer. We've been here before. I wish my footprints were a little bit more conspicuous, though. You can kind of see the sheen, but that's about it. I wish they were more overt so I could at least be able to find out where I tread. I mean, I guess that would defeat the point, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, the Skaven. Yeah, Skavens go hard. Skavens are great. I mean, they're terrible, but I mean, like, in terms of setting and lore, perfect. There are no Skavens in Warhammer Kappa. Definitely made up. Definitely heresy. I don't know too much about Warhammer Fantasy, but I know that. I'm definitely more of a 40k guy. And less Age of Sigmar or Classic Fantasy. I could see him doing it. I could, you know, get one of those, like, get a rat with, like, piercings and stuff. That would kind of go hard, actually. This is new. Honestly, financial goals is to be able to afford a hot tub. And a house. Oh god, that's too real. Okay, anyways. Into the Black Cascade we go. Where it stops, only the Eldritch knows. Okay. Yeah, def. Hopped on with Jordan Porcupine the other day. Nice. Oh, Jordan Virtue? Oh, that's right. He is a 40k head. Oh, shit. I gotta link up with him more. He seems like cool people. I just never had an opportunity to hang with him. Yeah. I mean, I'm down. The one gripe I have with Space Marine 2 is its selling point, which is 3 people only. Like, I have way too many friends who are into 40k. So, like, we mostly default to Darktide because that way we at least have teams of 4 going. Ah, yes, the door... Are these fitting... These are fitting rooms. Yeah, these are fitting/changing rooms. And there's one toilet. in this fitting room area. It must be quite the shitstorm to decide who gets to go next. Yeah. What did he recommend to you? I'm assuming Bricky, because you mentioned him. How about Numbskulls? Numbskulls are great. I love Numbskulls. Pancreas No Work is also a goat. Can you tell I listen to a lot of, like, random shit on YouTube while I'm doing my day job? Two you never heard of. Astartes Anonymous? Astartes Anonymous makes really good short-form lore content. They're the one that, that has the golden armor, the pseudo-custody / space marine hybrid. Hello, ominous green light. This is another sauna room. Oh, it's like a Japanese style. That's pretty cool. Amber King. Oh, Amber King's good. Oh shit, this Silent Hill sauna. Ah, yes. The room of judging mannequins. Stop looking down. Don't look at my peen. Stop it. Stop looking at my wiener. I hate it. Don't judge me. I know it's big. Oh, that's cool! Look at that! That's sick! I'm sorry, I got a little too hyped there. They were all staring down at my nuts. I had to let them know. Alright, hold on. I gotta pop another one. This is the night of Ween. Alright. This is so cool. Look at this impossible space. Oh, this makes me happy. Look at that. That's so cool. What a cool effect. I'm not allowed to appreciate cool horror designs? I'm not allowed to appreciate impossible space and architecture? Oh, shit. Oh. Ugh. Speaking of which, that one was also very cool. Oh, this is the exit, isn't it? Or not. Speaking of which... Damn. Rest in peace, that campaign. Angel was doing a great job, but I understand his need for, you know, sanity. Hey, yes. I'm not allowed anything, period? What do you mean? I'm not allowed to appreciate things? How are you doing, Eos? How are you doing? Oh, look at this Escher-ass design. Oh, that's so cool. Hope you're having a lovely Halloween. Me when I don't have enough fiber in my diet. Why is this man watching this man take a shit? Your hand hurts a lot? Oh, you're playing rank mode? How are you doing? How are you doing with your level up game, by the way? I am Very concerned by this. This man is totally ashamed of this. At this point, if this man wants to look at the alcove and you need to go, you just got to give him a show. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I thought you were you playing Street Fighter Ranked? You mentioned that you were trying to level up from Iron. The thinker, but on the shitter, yeah. Oh, job. Oh. That's less fun. I don't know, maybe you like your job. Is this just a... This is just a display filled with legs. Oh, and it's... This is water streaming down like a... Oh, this is such a cool design. Yo, whoever did this level was cooking. I can't because it's not on an elevated It's on an elevated platform. And there's no stairs because I don't have a jump button. So I can't go up because I don't have a jump button. Oh, look at how cool this is, though. Oh, there is a whole man in there. It's like an Abraham Lincoln monument. You still need to learn a good knife tech. Are you a cook? Is that why? I actually don't know what your occupation is. In before you say something like Hitman or something unhinged like that. Oh, yeah, you're a fishmonger. I remember. That's right, because you were struggling to find the word, and I was like, a fishmonger? Oh, right, because you have to debone all the fish and stuff to get the fillets out. I'm sorry, you totally did tell me. That's really cool. I know so many... Oh, no, that's easy. You gotta share with me your secrets, because I'm terrible at deboning fish. Anything in here? Hello? Occupied? Okay. Wow, that's really loud. Oh, back into the Silent Hill sawdust. Oh, God, this is a whole maze, isn't it? Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. See, I wish I had glow sticks or something, because I could totally do Tremo's algorithm here. Stop here, you drop a light, you go left. You go all the way down. Stop, drop a light, go left. Oh, that was easy enough. Oh, this is also very cool. This is like walking through like a well-designed haunted house. I love this. Be able to cut through the central spine. Oh, yeah. I love this. This game aesthetically is so my vibe. I guess I broke through something. Xenomorph zone, true. I love Giger shit. I love, like, aesthetics like Event Horizon, like Dead Space. All that shit is my jam. Just give me that content. Num 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 num. Oh, fart cloud. Ooh, what's that? More fart clouds. Anything over here? Biggest order for a while. So how does that work? Do you, like, work at a fish market and then people ask you to cut fish to order? Is that how that works? Or do you work for, like, one of those packaging factories where you, like, make, like, chicken of the sea and shit? I have so many friends with so many different and interesting walks of life. Yeah, spill your guts. I'm sorry, that was also a butchery joke. Supermarket fish store. Oh, okay. So you're like one of the, you know how our neck of the woods has like, aw, I thank you, but I think I try to be the dumbest person in the room, if you know what I mean. Like, I always try to surround myself with interesting and intelligent people. Oh, a flamingo congregation here. Oh, okay. So it's like cleans, descales, and cuts the fish if asked. Okay, so like a butcher shop, but for fish. What is that called? What is that called over here? I forget. You don't dumb down into because you wanted me to you wanted me to give you the tournament experience. So I played as hard as I could. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you're still training. Look, Mystic is going to be a godlike law once we're done. He does have amazing reads. That is one of Mystic's greatest strengths, is that he will read you like a fucking novel. It's just a matter of, like, getting the rest of it working. How did that go? The online? Only 110? Oof. What rank are you currently? It was awful. No, that's part of the growth. Part of the growth is getting your ass beat over and over again until you start understanding and putting the pieces together. Like, you have to lose thousands of matches before you start becoming really, really good. Like, you can ask any, like, top tier tournament player. No one was born with a silver spoon in their mouth when it came to getting dubs. Still in the first three. Are you like silver, blue? Where are you? Yeah, no, you're gonna get your ass beat for a while until it starts clicking. Yeah, I was about to say, like, those are part of the perks. Is making fish jokes. I meant to say part of the perch. You know, perch. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but... Yellow slide, we'll save that for later. Oh, Fort Dan? Okay. So this is the biggest thing that you have to learn when you're at low ranks in Tekken, is you have to let these people kill themselves. Defense is far more important at lower ranks because you will not train these people because they don't understand what's going on. So what you have to do is you have to use your superior understanding of spacing, and you just have to block punish the key moves because you'll see a lot of people just whiff shit. Have I seen it? I've eaten a monkfish before. Yeah, no, it's... Just assume that if they're low on health, that they are going to rage art. And they're not thinking about whether or not they should. They're just going to do it. They're going to YOLO. It's very much like if you're in low ranks in Street Fighter... Oh, shit, that just opened. If you're low ranks in Street Fighter, just assume that people are going to wake up super. Or wake up DP or whatever. It is what it is, you know? They haven't had that conditioned out of them because they don't know better. So just assume that they're going to be wild. And you're just going to have to learn. This is your perfect time to learn how to defensively be intelligent and intelligently defensive. Yeah, they're disgusting. Monkfishes are ugly as fuck. Tasty, though. Very tasty. But they are ugly as shit. Oh, hello, monochrome. Guess we're in a silent movie now. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the key things you're going to learn in any fighting game. I don't care if it's Tekken, I don't care if it's Street Fighter, I don't care if it's Aquapaza. Learning how to deal with people reversing on wake up and learning how to bait that out and spacing it is an essential part of your toolkit. Once you learn how to do that, it's free real estate. See, the thing that most people who are learning how to play fighting games or are learning how or are developing their toolkit in a fighting game neglect is that you have to earn respect. People won't give you respect by default. Assume that they're not going to play like an intelligent, normal, well-adjusted person until you make them. People are going to be belligerent. They're going to be unhinged because they just want to get theirs. And they don't care how to get there until you make them care. Yeah, exactly. Like range, like playing good neutral, like whiff punishing, all that shit ties into, oh, I didn't even know there was a zoom button. That's pretty cool. What the hell is going on over here? This is the world's most lit orgy. What the fuck? What is going on here? Can I go into the circle? Oh. Oh, okay. Can I go down? Paul and Eddie mains eat glue. Not Elmer's glue, industrial glue? Fear and hunger actually would make me rage. I don't really like Dark Souls games. I know it's turn-based and blah, 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 but, like, games like that actually make me angry. I appreciate that there's people that do like it, but I do not like putting my balls in a vice. I don't know. I think it has an interesting aesthetic. I think it's biting a lot from Berserk, which, like, obviously Berserk is a goat. Rest in peace, Miura. Yeah, and I can't play it on stream because there are far too many nutsacks. Yeah. Way too many nutsacks and boobas on naked boobas. Like, I would get TOS so hard, frame one. Oh, okay, this is a censored mode. Well, that's good, because they know that they're not going to get any further. Oh, it's just a red brick wall. I love how everything here is white except this red brick wall. The content meter, yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of, more than anything, I'm afraid of getting immediate not copyright strike, immediate, like, terms of service violation strike. Yeah. Yeah, and you confused by I heard about that too, is that you actually create a hidden character by doing the hokey pokey with a Zambambo as a certain class, shall we say. Ooh, look at the multicolored slides. I want to go down one of them. Red, yellow, or blue? I'm gonna go red. Oh my god! You can become an actual Slaanesh cultist. That's crazy. That's not ominous at all. Yeah. Oh, you can heal from it? I don't know. I don't know how much VD you can heal from, dude. I got invited to one once, if you can believe that. It was during my on the road days. It was in a random anime. It was in a random hotel room at an anime con. No, I didn't go. If anyone asks. All right, I've been invited to 2. You know what the funny thing is, too, is that I've been to actual furry cons. And that was before, like, I got coerced into becoming a scaly. And they're not nearly as down as DTF as the mainstream would have you believe. Yes, there is some of that, but they're not nearly as overt as the anime con goers. If you go to some anime cons, like Alcoholics Anonymous convention, I mean another anime convention, like, woo, buddy, you get some spicy content. At least that's how it was back in the day. There are many, many stories I can talk about involving that sort of material that would probably get me permabanned from Twitch. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, furries get a really bad rap. And it's a shame because I've never met a furry that I did not immediately like. They're all very sweet and earnest people. They fly all our planes. You'd be surprised at the inordinate amount of well, actually, you wouldn't be surprised at the inordinate amount of programmers that are in the furry community. There's a lot. There's a ton. The people that are making the next Google patch release are probably furries, is all I'm saying. Is that real? I would love to see the transcripts of that. I'd be like, ooh, what's this? Turbulence? Ooh, please be gentle. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Yeah, definitely post that in the memes Discord. I will peruse that at my leisure. I'm sure that'll be a very scintillating read. That's cool. Oh, we're in the Escher room. Ah, I love this architecture. This architecture is so fascinating. Whoever the level designer is, kudos. Like, when we finally got past room 1 and 2, it got interesting. I'm glad that... Oh, yes. I love this. I love this illusion, whatever it is. I don't know how they do this, but it's very cool. Oh, can I not walk in there? Oh, okay. I literally can't step over a small threshold. Very cool, I guess. Right, we go down here. I caught a fish. It was this big. Also, is my player character good? Because it sounds like they have wicked asthma. Well, nice to see the white void outside is still there. Whoa, that's cool. Found it. Oh, great. I'm looking forward to that read. Off stream for obvious reasons. Oh, oh. Deals diver, huh? The game sees more of an experience in the game. That's why I got it. I love surreal shit like this. Yeah, no, this is great. I love this experience. This is the end of the level, it looks like. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I'm just conditioned to floor slides being the end of the level. Oh, back rooms. I mean, you had to do it, right? This is a liminal space game. What would a liminal space game be without the back rooms? Did you know that they found it? It's a random mattress store in Wisconsin. From the source, the original post in 4chan that spawned the whole backrooms meme. Yeah, that's a mattress place. Yeah, it's a random mattress place in, I think, Wisconsin. Yeah, they actually found it. Okay, so there's the hidey hole, which I presume goes nowhere. I'm going to go down the hidey hole first, if it's even possible to do so, just to see if that's an achievement or something. Nope, can't go down it. All right, up we go. Yeah, apparently it's part of a mattress store that's inside, and that... I don't know if the mattress store is still operating, though. I don't know. I had citation needed on that. But it was active during the time of the shot. Uh-oh. Am I about to be chased? Oh, the Doctor Who phone booths. Croc with a Glock in the back rooms. Croc is always with a Glock. Don't you forget it. Speaking of which, I gotta get my pistol license. That was a thing that was a thing I wanted to do. I wanted to go back to the gun range, but I have to get a pistol license in this state. Or a small... Is it small arms? I forget. Either or. Oh, yeah. That's on the list of things to do as well. Whoa! That's going to be this weekend, actually. That's going to be part of my things to do. I have another consignment book tour I have to do this weekend. It's going to be the town over, then it's going to be like 20 minutes out, and then it's going to be 40 minutes out because I have to hit all of the highlands. It's going to be a long day on Saturday. Oh, that's a pit. Okay, good to know. There is, in fact, a giant hole in the bottom, and we're just going to avoid the post here. This is cool. This is such a cool area. Oh, exit coming up. What does that mean? Hold on. Exit and what is this on the side? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 on the bottom equals goes to exit. Oh, I see. I see the pillars. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh, this is harrowing. Okay. I guess we go down. Cue James Sunderland jump. Seven equals exit. So 4 first, then 3. There's two options here, right and straight on. This one's 5, right? Yes. Okay, so I think we're gonna go right first because it's closer. Oh. Oh god. That goes down into nothing. Okay. What the shit? Oh, that is dizzying. Okay. Oh, this room is really dizzying. 4 horizontal. Well, they haven't added any enemies yet. That's 5. I'm gonna go 4 horizontal. 4 vertical. 5 vertical. Maybe I go this way? Nope, that's a dead end. Yeah, I know. Seriously. Oh, wait. Light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, a stairway to heaven. Very nice. Well, I guess more... That's a very loud escalator. Bro needs to put some oil on this shit. Oh, I love this. Look at how cool this is. Oh, this is so cool. The Silent Hill elevator, escalator. Let's go. I love the... Are those plastic chairs glued to the pillar? That's so funny. God, I love this level. Whoever this level designer is, like, pat yourself on the back. You are... What the shit is that? Sounds like someone's messing with a radio tuner. Yeah, this level designer is amazing. I can't wait to see what other horror games they have. Is that just a stairway to darkness? Okay. We'll not go down there. That was so loud for no reason. Wee! What the hell was that? Just random pictures. Oh, shit! Oh, that was cool! What the fuck? What? Can I go into this house? No. What you cooking in there? Me getting hot dogs at the local supermarket. This is amazing. This is so cool. The level design is... Oh, I know what this is. This is from another creepypasta. This is Underworld, if I remember correctly. There's a whole... I forget what the name of the theme park was, but allegedly one of the internet horror stories is that there's a whole like city underneath this theme park, and the Liminal Land, that's what it was. It was Liminal Land. Yeah, that's what it was. And underneath Liminal Land was a whole like suburbs, because people would get lost and they were like, oh, they need housing though. Yeah. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what it was. This is such a cool experience. Oh, this is an LSD Dream Emulator reference. Very neat. Someone did their homework. I wouldn't want that. Oh, hi. You're just inside a wall of goo. All right, we'll go this way. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, what the hell? Ugh. You still don't like scary movies? That's funny. Is it because you... See, whenever anyone says that makes me kind of laugh a little bit, because I'm wondering if it's mostly because it's the stigma that horror movies have that get people in their emotions and make them not want to check them out because they feel like they're not going to be able to handle it. Or if it's legitimately because, like, I mean, I will say off the record that a lot of horror movies are kind of bad because some of them just don't understand the genre. And some of them rely way too heavily on tropes. So I understand from that perspective. Jump scares? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing is like jump scares are cheap heat, right? Like good horror, I've talked about this before, right? The Stephen King hierarchy of horror. The first tier is revulsion, where whatever is on screen makes you sick to your stomach, or like makes you queasy. You know, that's your gore porn, all that crap. The second tier is horror itself, which is you being caught in the moment of dealing with the boogeyman or whatever the hell. Terror is the mounting fear that you are about to get jumped. And terror is where I normally like to lie. Now, normally, good horror movies or good horror content in general, period, borrow from all three tiers of the horror echelon of Stephen King's hierarchy. A superlative piece of horror content balances all three. However, there are so many that just rely on the pure horror tier without understanding that terror is necessary. It's like, okay, I'm going to sound a little lewd, but it's like good foreplay, right? You can just get to the event. You can get to the hanky-panky. But it's so much better when you build up the tension before you get to the hanky-panky. Does that make sense? Is that not... That's not too explicit, is it? Right? We're all adults here. At least I hope so. I should definitely put like an 18 plus. You have to set the mood right before you get to the business, is what I'm saying. And a lot of, and I don't want to generalize, but a lot of like lower tier horror content just tries to get to the fucking without understanding what makes the fucking so good. Right? If you just get blah, 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 all the time without any breaks or any opportunities to breathe, it just becomes trite. Good horror comes from a fear of the unknown. It comes from the mounting tension of, oh God, I don't want to open that door because something really bad is behind it. And if you don't understand how to build that, then you're not making good horror. Yes, Hereditary is a masterpiece. Preach. That's why Hereditary is an amazing movie. Because it understands the assignment of horror. You have to build the tension. And my God, the stuff that happens in that movie is horrendous. It's possibly one of the only horror movies that has made me go, oh my God, I legitimately feel something. No, that's Parasite. Parasite is the one that won hella awards. Also, a phenomenal movie. Hereditary is the first movie from Ari Aster from A24. It is a masterpiece of family horror. You should, if you, okay. I will say it's a very intense movie. If you have, like, holy shit, this is just a big sauna. If you're in a bad mental health space, I'll say, don't watch that movie, because that movie is hard. It's hard on the brain. It does make your brain go, ouchie, I don't like that. In a good way. So if you're not in a good mental space, I wouldn't watch it. If you have trouble with, like... If you have trouble with some very disturbing imagery, I would say watch it with a friend. A good friend. A friend that has, like, good constitution for horror. But it is a masterpiece. I love this random room and this random wallpaper. This random slide in this random wallpaper room. But Hereditary is a masterpiece. And I think Ari Aster peaked with his first movie. Which is very hard because now I feel like his career is basically chasing that dragon. No one wants to play poker? Anyone got any cards? But yeah, I don't know. He's the same guy that made Midsommar, The Green Knight, The Witch. All those movies. Anything that's like early life A24 has Ari Aster behind it as a director and producer in sometimes. Yeah, Witch. Shoutouts to Witch. That game will never be complete, sad face. hell? The houses are underwater now. What a very cool experience this is. See, this does terror right. Terror is the mounting sense of dread that comes from an imminent attack. Whether or not that attack ever comes is beside the point. That's fun. Oh, wait. There's one right ahead, and there's one to the left. Decisions. I'll go straight first and see what's up here. Looks like a dead end, actually. Oh, no, there's a door. There's a entrance around the corner. And that goes down? It looks like a new area. Alright, I'm going to go check the other area before we commit to anything. This has been a very cool experience. I sound like a broken record, but I've been enjoying this immensely. And this goes to a door? The door goes downstairs. Does it link to the other door over, or the other ladder over there? Alright, we'll stay on this floor. We'll go over to the next thing. Up, up, up. And this goes to a pool. An Olympic pool. Surprise, surprise. I would love more games like this, honestly. I love having... it's okay to have, like, quiet games like this. Well, quiet insofar as, like, there's not a lot of, like, shooting and looting to go around, but, like, just to have something that lets you breathe and, like, talk or be in your thoughts. All while providing, like, excellent scenery. Oh, this also goes down. Alright, that goes down. What about this side? This goes into a pool. Wonder if anyone speedruns this. That'd be really fun. If that actually has a community of speedrunners. Oh, green? This all seems to connect. Brass pipes. This is very reminiscent of the first level, it seems. Why is there like a vintage backed chair over here? Let me take a moment. I'm going to take a drink. Alright. Anyways, we're going. They have a whole living room underwater? That's funny. Alright, hold on. Let me get a nice chair. Is that a sheep? Hi, sheep. Grandma, you left your chair in the pool again? Oh, dear. I appear to have left my furniture in the pool again. Can I pet the sheep? Please let me pet the sheep. You're so cute. Where's your leg, buddy? Are you sitting on it? I hope you're sitting on it. Aw. I can't pet the sheep. I'm gonna dock points off for not being able to pet the sheep. Goodbye, little sheep. I love you. Okay, we're back up. I hope it finds some plants it can eat. And I hope this water isn't too chlorinated. What the shit? Is this a mannequin factory? What the hell? Oh, this is very cool. Oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be scared, but this is such a cool... This scenery is so cool! Oh, this is a pit. Alright, well, bonsai. Okay, that's just a... Oh, we've been here. Okay. We just did a complete circle. This dude better have gotten job offers from levels. Exactly! That's what I'm saying! Hire this man! This man is amazing! Or person. I don't know what gender they are. You know what I mean. This shit is so sick! Look at this! Look at this! This is so cool! What a creative mind. They're like playing checkers or something. That's... What a neat... This could be an art piece unto itself. Like, you could literally just... Hold on. You could literally just take a photo of this. Right? Frame this shit. You have to get, like, a wider shot. But you know what I mean? This is art. This is such... This is a like, I would hang this over my bed. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Tub, this goes nowhere. I presume into... What the hell is that? Oh, another pool. What a surprise. Can I go into this darkness? Oh, I am. I am allowed to. Cool. And now we're in an art gallery? I feel like that's a famous piece of art. I love how this cops and robbers thing is right next to this, like, classical piece. Is this their kids? That's so sweet if that's the case. It's so cute. Ooh, this is gorgeous. What the hell is that? Is that a... I don't know what that is. Is that a dead thing inside the sauna? Now I want to look at all the things. This pastoral piece over here. This is so cool. That's very much my aesthetic. That's just from the pool rooms. The rubber duck staring into your soul. Is that Garfield? That's Garfield and Nermal. That's so funny. Yeah, true. I'm like, I have half a mind to like snap shot some of these and make them rotating wallpaper. Nothing. That's me. That's me on Halloween eating all the Three Musketeers bars. Hold on, let me take a picture of this one. This one's one of my favorites. No one's gonna know where this is from, except those on stream. Me when I'm trying yoga. Oh, they're all the same, huh? That's less fun. It'd be fun if they were doing different yoga poses. Oh, that one's cool too. That's like a Banksy. Anyone want to take a screenshot of this? This is your opportunity to do so. In fact, I'm going to do that too. I hear something. I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me. Whoa! They tell me things that I must do. They show me things I do to you. They talk to me. Anyways. This segment of Randy Orton has been sponsored. Randy Orton's theme, sung poorly by a random crocodilian on the internet, has been sponsored by HelloFresh. Are these train seats? What the hell is that a bed on train tracks?
I hear voices in my head. They console me. They understand and they talk to me. They talk to
Emmy. They show me things I do to you. They tell me things I'll do to you. They talk to me. They talk to me. Whoa! That is way too high in my registrar. When the rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. Randy Orton's theme is a low-key WWE banger, honestly. What the hell? Is that a wall of flesh? Oh, it's pulsating. Yeah, fair. I was being moderate about it. Randy Orton's theme is a high-key banger, you're right. I love looking at this mound of pulsating flesh tube. Yeah. No, they got it right. They got it right. How many different themes has Randy Orton had? You had the super generic I'm a young buck one, which was ass cheeks. When did he get in my veins? Was that the end of the Ruthless Aggression era? Because he was rocking the Evolution theme for a while when he was in that stable, and then when he did the face turn, and he didn't really betray Evolution. Evolution betrayed him. When he got his revenge on Evolution, I think that's when they started rocking the In My Veins theme. Oh, this is cool. So yeah, it has been well over a decade. He hasn't really changed anything about his entrance, too. Which is also hilarious. Aw. Well, I'm glad to provide this atmosphere for you. Me taking a shit with the lights off. Anyways. I've realized that my... Hello. I realized that my purpose within my niche has been to make people more okay with not only the dark, but like just horror in general. I feel like I've gotten, and I'm heartened by this, I feel like I've gotten more people comfortable with the horror genre. Because I really do feel in my heart of hearts that horror is such an important and universal element to being alive. Like, everyone is scared at some time, right? Everyone knows what fear is. And coming to terms with that and accepting that as part of your existence is very important to me. Like, I forget the philosopher. I know the quote, I forget the philosopher. The most important thing to learn in life is how to die well. And horror is that dark side of the coin in which we all know is happening, right? That's where the integral sense of fear comes in with horror, is dealing with the things that are out of our control, things that we don't understand, and also coming to terms with the inevitability of the end of our lives. And I feel that... And what's really funny is that I was going to be a... Okay. Hold on, let me get up here before... I'm going to stop here real quick and just iterate this thought. So, I was training to be a Roman Catholic priest for a little bit. Way, way back in an earlier life. And I lost my faith. But one of the most important things I took for studying for seminary, I didn't actually get into seminary because I lost my faith after. So one of the requirements of doing holy orders in Roman Catholicism is you have to read the Bible cover to cover and come to your sponsor with any questions you might have about the content therein. I read the whole thing cover to cover and I'm like, yep, I'm not a Catholic anymore. But one of the most important things I learned during the mentoring process was being a chaplain means being a shepherd of people. And being a shepherd of people means consoling them at their worst moments and understanding and being patient and compassionate. And I feel that darker subjects and material through a proper lens can be a form of therapy. I believe horror is a form of therapy. And people that are too scared to indulge in the genre haven't been given a proper introduction to it. It's kind of like... There's a difference between walking up to someone and going, you're going to die, have fun with that, haha, and walking them through that process, being okay with that, and being okay with the darkness that lives inside them. Everyone has darkness inside them. Confronting that and coming to terms with that, hello, is very important to the humanoid experience. At least I firmly believe that. So, I feel that as part of my life's mission, I want to make as many people comfortable with that as humanly possible. Because it's important. It's a very neglected thing. And I think a lot of the evil that we see in the world is people not coming to terms with that or processing it incorrectly. If that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't mean to get, like, really fucking profound. What the hell? Hi. Oh. You got your backup dancers here. You want to dance? I don't know if I can throw hands, but I'm willing to. Wait. What the hell was that about? Why did I just lay my head on the table? Oh. What the hell? Was that the end of the game? Shit, I didn't mean to do the entire game in one setting. Yeah, that sure was. Aw. Yeah, that's one of my life's missions. That's why I write horror, not only because of the fact that I deal with chronic nightmares that make me see unfortunate things on a semi-nightly basis, but I've done a lot of shadow work. Because I have to. Because I have to confront horrible things on a regular basis in my nightmares. So if I can channel my pain into something that makes people's pain a little bit less, and also be the guide to move them more comfortably into the genre, then that's what I'm going to be. Wow. All right. Well, we ended a lot earlier than I thought we would. I thought we would last until 8 o'clock. But I do have some extra time on my hands. And bravo to Pools. That was a really great experience. I'm not sure what I experienced, but it was very good. Yeah. I mean, that's an eternal process, I think. Is working through all the issues one might have. But yeah, I feel you. Art, this is why art can never be done properly by robots, because robots don't have experience. Robots can't feel what we do. First of all, that's genuine clapping. That was an A+ for the experience. I don't know how I rate it as a game, because I don't really feel it was a game. I feel it was an interactive experience. And it was a very interesting experience. I want to see more from them. I'm a fan. That was a lot of fun. Albeit in a way that I normally wouldn't find fun in other games. Yeah. This is definitely, like, if they want to apply to be a level designer in bigger games, not that this isn't a big game or whatever, you know what I mean. But, like, if they want to, like, apply to a bigger developer or whatever, definitely put this on the CV. This is very impressive. Very, very cool. I love how trippy it was. It was worth every cent of the $5 I spent on it. Because I got that and their other game, something Dystopia. I forget what it is. Which is basically just a cyberpunk city builder. Because hell yeah, my little shirt says cyberpunk. So yeah, I'm a bit at a loss. When am I gonna play? I got like 40-something minutes. I don't want to start an entirely new game. So I'm probably going to do... what are we going to do? Balatro time? I haven't gotten Balatro yet. But I have been recommended that multiple times. I don't want to start a GTFO game because that game goes pretty long and it's entirely dependent on how well your players are. I want to play some Dark Tide. That's my go-to. I know how long it's going to last because I've been playing this game for so freaking long. And it's kind of Halloween-y. It's kind of Halloween-y. It's a little scary. A little scary. I don't know why I was channeling oh, what the fuck is her face from Bob's Burgers? Oh, damn. I can see your face. I'm so bad with names. Mama Belcher, whatever her name is. I channeled her a little bit. A little scary. You know, it's a little scary. A little spooky. For the holiday season. So we should get like one. We'll probably get like one game in, and then it'll be time to hit the old dusty trail, as it were. Let's see. What do I want to run tonight? Do I want to run? Let's run Ogren. I'm still processing what I experienced in pools. What a delightful little holiday stream that was. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. The wise have much to fear. The ignorant are blessed with courage.
Oh, it's you.
No. Anytime I see that, that's frame one skip. Bye, sour milk. You're probably canoodling the ship mistress, but we won't talk about that. I am gonna think about that sheep tonight, honestly. All right, let's see. I don't want to run Rolling Steel because that game is 10 minutes at most. Excuse me. Let's see. Do we want to go Raw Dog Auric right now? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. What's the worst that could happen? We die? Ha! Let's see. High 4 with dogs. Oh, is this Shock Troop with... Oh, high intensity Shock Troop Gauntlet with dogs. Oh, this is without dogs. This is with dogs. I'm going to choose with dogs. I like how the sheep is the only living thing in that entire game. I'm not really sure what the significance of it was, but I do appreciate that it was just a single animal vibing on a couch in the middle of pool. In the middle of pool. In the middle of, like, liminal pool space. And you can't do anything with it. You can't pet it. You can only look at it. Oh, yeah. Bought me up, daddy. Can't wait for the inevitable pubby zealot to just try to speedrun the level, get isolated, and immediately die. That's what I live for. I live for that testicular torsion. Yeah.
Identify the gear and get it aboard the retrieval Valkyries. Understood?
I love games like that, honestly. I know they're derogatorily called walking simulators, but walking simulators, when done right with the right environment, are so good. There's such a vibe.
Never know. We got all sorts in sector after him. Might make some useful connections.
Heretics make sport by loosing cocktails into the streets. Listen to the howl and be ready.
Yeah. The Stanley Parable was done very well, too. That's what I'm talking about. That type of shit. When you... Eat my ass, Rager. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Bye-bye, everyone. Trevor. Alright, anyways. Alright.
Like this. Fix yourself up.
The remaster update to Stanley Parable adds quite a bit of content. That's good. I'm glad they're adding more content. That game is good. That is another great use of that, like, liminal space walking simulator content. Where the fuck am I? What a strong way to enter. You're in hell. You're in fart hell. Welcome to hell, Edith. I wonder if they're interested in speedrunning that game. I've heard that game is kind of hilarious to speedrun. Ow! Alright. Got him. Okay, cool. Dogs! Oh, right. I heard they were mapping that. That's gonna be fun. Glitch is a great speedrunner, by the way. Also one of my dearest friends. For those that don't know. I need to Glitch to win. I need Glitch to win. Is their I strongly recommend them. They're fantastic. They do stream at like garlic bread ass hours, like vampire ass hours. So I'd recommend, like, if you're not about that night owl life, like, you just watch their VODs. But yeah, are they still the world record holder for Crow Country? Do you know, Mystic? Pretty grueling run. Okay. Yeah. The last time I talked to them, they said that they were still the world record holder for Crow Country. They're also, like, super good at KOF. I'm sorry, I'm just gushing about my friends. I have a lot of friends. Yeah, I know. It's really hard to believe that I have friends. Oh no! He's no longer the any percent holder? No! That's unfortunate. They were for a while. Oh. Good shit, chunks. Oh, I have a grenade. Oh, sick. Alright. Go boom! Boom, bitch! Oh, Trapper. Raw dog. My bad, I'm sorry. Would she make Faith Hachi? Yeah? Faith Hachi goes hard. Nah. Miss me with that gutter shit. I need ammo real bad. Oh. Praise the Emperor. Yeah, so my friend Chi also plays. He's the reason why I have Darktide. Decided to roll Zealot, and he literally just made Heihachi from Tekken, but he named him Faith Hachi. Oh god, Bomber, Trapper. Hold on, that bomber's still not dead. Hi, Edith. Hi, Guy. Hi, Edith. Hold on, I got you, buddy. Yep. All right, down we go. Dog. Oh, you already got him. Fart bomber. Brewster.
Here. Data interrogation rate acceptable.
Dog. Alright, we're trampling. We gotta swing faster to kill faster.
I can only imagine you attempted random inputs until it worked. But it is now working.
Sounds like a muties around here. Oh, there's a gunner at the end of the stairs. Nope. I got you, buddy.
Systems green. Uplink resumed. As you were.
Wow, there's a lot of boys. Bomber! Whoa! That's a flamer, too. Oh god, Burster. Oh god. Oh, okay, that's a zealot. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Sniper downstairs. Got him.
Yes, very well. I'll update you. There. Are you now content?
Sick. All right, next stage. Woo! Let's go. Sounds like a horde. Flavor behind us. Whoa! Holy shit, let's go, Heihachi. Bro, the King of Iron Fist went crazy. Let's get out of this fucking hallway. This hallway is awful. Behind us. Whoa, that's a sniper. Another trapper. Good shit. Beauty. Nice try, bitch. Beauty. Oh, fuck. Ah, I finally got dropped. Thanks, Edith.
Mates, you need any?
This is another game I adore. This movement, the movement in this game is so freaking cool once you get the hang of it. You can do so much neat stuff. Sounds like I'm up. Plague Ogren. Headbutt, bitch. Wow, get absolutely fucked, Ogren. Oh, who's down? Shit. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming, Edith. Oh, shit. I got dogged, too. Help. Oh, God. Nice shot. Trapper. Eat my ass, Trapper. It's already done. One pip left. Yeah. I wish I had the For the Emperor mod, because I could just say yes. I need to reinstall that. Oh, the YOLO shot on the Dread Gunner. Let's go. Another Trapper. I like Chonks' fit. It's very good. Oh, found the Trapper. Oh, fuck. I'm too wide. Alright, he's dead. Whoa! No, thank you. Oh. We got Stealth Zealot. Let's go. Stealth Zealot is best Zealot. Fight me on it. I'm taking that. Oh, we got 2 stealth zealots. Muty. Bye, Muty. Holy shit, what is happening? Oh my god, there's so many dogs here. I did ask for this matchup, to be fair. Holy shit. Oh my god. What is happening? Yes. Yeah. Welcome to Auric. If you've never played Auric in Darktide, this is Auric. Hi, Fart Bomber. Bye. You're off to sleep? Alright. Have a good night. You did see the full pools experience, apparently. So. I hope you have a lovely Halloween. We'll see you tomorrow.
You're not setting my fists on fire.
Bye, Dread Gunner. You will not be missed. Trevor. There's something to be said about satisfying movement in a game. I think movement is the biggest biggest turn on I would have in a game. Like, if your movement feels good, I'm probably gonna play the shit out of your game. And this game feels really good movement-wise. Once you get the hang of it, oh my god, it feels good. Mauler in. Alright. It also cracks me up that the Ogren, if you have on power hits, like, just obliterate dudes. They send them into space. Whoa! That's a dog pound! Oh, that's a lot of hot dogs. Someone had to say it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Trapper. Bye, pervert. Oh, we got a bomber. I don't know what you want from me. Beauty. Oh, God. All right. Take the money and run, buddy. I got you. Linebacker mode activate. Ah, fuck. Stupid bomber. Oh god, burster. You got it? No, I got it. Let me take it. I'm the most efficient one to do it. See what I tell you? This shit feels amazing once you get it right. You're welcome. Got it. Okay. All right. That's done. Over here, done. Over here, done. Any more? Okay. They're all dropped. It's nice having an efficient team. I got you, buddy. Ain't no way. Keep your hands off my little one.
Shut it,
We're missing one. Burster. All right. Whoa, sniper. Oh, we're on the far side. Oh, shit. Enemy's coming in. Alright, they're all dead. Let's go. Take the money and run. Take the money and run. Oh, shit. Die. Yeah, I know. I'm just in the flames right now. Alright, anyways. Hey, thank you. I got you. Or she's got you. Alright, we can get out. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Hell yeah. Alright, anyways. Let's go. Alright. that is actually. Let me get back to the. Let me get back to the main. The. Whatchamacallit? The main hub, real quick. Cool. No new penances? Okay. Yeah, nothing cleared yet. Alright. I will say, though, that this is where I'm going to call it tonight. It is close to my bedtime. Therefore, I'm going to spend some quiet moments enjoying the Halloween, that is. Wow, that sounded really bad. I saved it, though. I saved it. Enjoying Halloween. And, well, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the continuous support. We will see you tomorrow around 5 p.m. Eastern. And with that, I bid you adieu. And I hope that you have a lovely Halloween. And thank you, in fact. Ooh. Also an Elite Dangerous. Apparently there's a new update for Elite Dangerous that's coming out that lets us explore the Milky Way, which is kind of sick. I just got into Elite Dangerous. Let's see. Is there anything that I want to... I'm just seeing if there's any friends. Oh, Ryudo's on. Yeah, I'll give it a Ryudo. We'll raid Ryudo. For those that don't know, Ryudo is a lovely person. And they do a lot of, like, retro content. And it looks like tonight they're doing... What the shit is this? Grabbed by the Ghoulies 3D? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know they did that. Made a sequel, a remake. Anyways. Take care.